Oh, I need to
Hello,
change my
everyone, and welcome to the stream. I am Raw Zim, and this is the Starlight Expeditions Pokerole, our Pokemon Mystery Dungeon tabletop campaign. Basically, Pokemon D&D. We're going to get started here like we usually do with introductions, beginning with Rygon.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Rygon from the channel Rygon Plays. I am the storyteller for this game, and what that means to anyone new is that I'm the one who essentially has created this world. I control the NPCs. I tell the players the consequences of their actions, so on and so forth. I am the behind-the-scenes forces that helps to keep the game going, as well as helps to manage all the little intricacies that the players may come across and confront. I hope you all enjoy your stay, and welcome to the show.
I believe that Arzi is not here.
No, I'm
Oh,
here. I just returned.
alright, go for it.
I am Arzadeyu, and I play Azurith, the off-color jangmo-o. Ah, you need something to bash? He's your guy.
Dart.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Seda, and I play Dart the Steel Ground Rockruff. I like science.
And I am Zim, and I am playing Jet, the Ghost Electric type Rockruff. He likes to phase through things and experiment with his abilities. Jolene.
Raise me up, Scott.
Lyndon.
You're currently muted, Lyndon.
Lyndon did say they had to step away urgently, so...
All right. Orem?
I'm Orem and I play Argent. I am tired. I'm Orem and I play Argus, the scaredy cat T-Rex tyrant who likes
Pleasure to
to
have you.
build Polgos.
And finally, our final player, Were Animal, is not here at the moment. Hopefully they'll be popping in later. They play the Growlithe Amos. And he is a fluffy talker. We'll allow Lyndon to do their intro when they pop back in. All right.
Oh,
Shall we do the recap?
yes.
Okay. As a final word, we will be interacting in limited amounts with our chat, save for such things as like raids, donations, or rather tips and such and such. As such, do not be too surprised that we do not react to things that we normally would react to. We also have a few special things that are part of the live stream, including the use of essences, I believe. Is that what they're called?
Ethereal Essen. Or ethereal influence.
Ethereal influence, which allows the crowd, individuals within the crowd, to influence the game in small and subtle ways, or even in big dramatic ways, such as changing the weather, or having things happen to the characters, such as traps. We also have a tip goal that, if fulfilled, will cause a major event of some kind to happen within the game. This is, of course, by my, as the storyteller's prerogative, as to what will happen. But it'll always be something good, I can assure you of that. All right, let's go ahead and do the recap.
Well, any volunteers for that? Go ahead.
Previously on Starlight Expeditions, encounters with mysterious hands, and things were certainly mysterious. Team Astral Dawn came across the circus. Popcorn raining down from above, and the members within opening their arms to the festivities and funfair. The group split, some playing games, earning prizes that were well earned, and half going towards a mysterious fortune teller who spoke in rather uncertain terminology about the group's future, but overall, good things at the end of the path. But definitely would be some bumpy roads as the groups started winding down into the festivities. The Alabaster Gleam once again returned with the ever so terrifying tap, tap, tap. The circus was flung into chaos, and many surrounding Pokemon and performances of the circus were slain. The group trying to investigate to see if the fortune teller, Madeline, had escaped, found an empty tent, but a mysterious crystal ball pointing north. The group, seemingly having escaped the main brunt of the Alabaster's Gleam latest attack, now finds themselves with, a rush from danger and a choice made to follow the arrow. What will unfold? What answers will we get? I don't know. I'm scared. Please send help. This is Starlight Expeditions, episode 22.
Thank you much for that delightful recap. And now I turn everything over to my players. You all were trying to find your way back home. The fog is thick, the snow is
Growl.
falling, and danger's behind you. What do you do?
Run! Run!
Well, I just got back, so probably do my intro.
Talk about timing. We just finished the recap.
Yeah, I got back just as the recap was starting to end, so I was waiting. But for everyone watching, I am Demon God Linden. I play Jolene, the sometimes motherly Milcery with a bit of a temper, and as we have seen recently, a bit of a fear in her now. And I think that's all that really needs to be said.
All right.
More specifically, we decided to carry on after the tent, and you took a magic crystal that faded. And I'm assuming we are either just leaving or just outside the tent.
If also I want to point out, Azurith has a crystal ball in his bag because it was weighing down Jolene.
Noted.
And that was the last thing, then we ended session.
Yeah.
Now we're running in the direction the crystal ball pointed us to.
Yep, that was north.
Mm-hmm.
So, gonna definitely start heading that way. Jolene's gonna be very much on the lookout out after what is transpired. Weird. So, keeping an eye on all, well, from behind them and to the sides of them. But
Okay.
tabletop is lagging a bit.
Oh,
I'm going to disconnect and reconnect.
sure.
How far are we away from the circus?
At this point, you're about a block away.
Okay. Dart's just gonna be booking it. The vague north direction that the crystal ball put in, just booking it.
Jet is alongside Dart, running for the whatever direction it pointed us to. Hopefully the house.
Azurith is one of those, I wouldn't say exactly trailing behind, but he's later in the pack, watching those ahead of him. All I know is that he's going the way that everyone else is running and where the crystal ball is pointing.
Alright.
His thoughts about protecting the others.
It's taking me a quick second. I had to find my own notes.
No, the storyteller's pulling out their notes. That can
Yep,
only mean
this is
trouble.
finally time for me to start pulling out notes and taking notes again and reminding myself what I was going to be doing to you all. All right, so
we're
you
all
all say
gonna
you're about a block away. You all are kind of looking around in fear.
Nope, just
Is that
running.
correct? Just running?
Running and booking it.
All right. The click-clack of your claws are against the powdered snow and the ruined rubble of the roads beneath you. Everything appears to be much quieter than it usually would be. This falling snow around you insulating even the smallest noise. In a way, it is both a curse and a blessing. It is able to disguise your own frantic pants and movements, but at the same time, it could disguise those of your enemies. Are they behind you? Would the tappers catch you? That was at the back of everyone's mind and the reason for your harried escape. There was not even a guarantee that if should you get home, you would be safe. But at this point, what choice did you have? You make a turn, and then another turn, and then another turn. Your paws carrying you forward to destinations unknown, with the only sole indicator that you were heading anywhere being that ever so encompassing thought of north. And then you see it. Smoke rising above the buildings.
How much
What?
smoke?
Like smoke, it's like a trail of smoke.
Do
Okay.
the surrounding buildings look
We
familiar?
still have our fire going.
It's hard to tell as you hadn't actually explored that city that much. And everything is kind of covered with a fresh layer of snow.
I considering where we're running from, I'll take my chances.
You all agree or disagree?
Agree.
I agree.
I was trying to find fancy words to reply with, but I could not.
I couldn't think of how to word a reply.
Orem and Zim?
Yep. Our Argus is running for the smoke. He's pretty sure that's from our fireplace and isn't really thinking of repercussions right now because he's scared of the things behind him, not in front of him.
Yes, Jet is very much eager to get there.
The group having decided, more with their instinct than with their minds, you all round the final corner and you see your home. You had managed to run in the right direction.
Teach my hamster to suck eggs.
You had managed to reach your home with almost half the time that you had spent just going out, despite the snow now weighing you down with its shivering hands. There was only one thing that seemed to be certain in all your minds. Would you be safe? Could you stay here? Would it be worth it to adventure out once more? What would you all do? At this point, the sun has now begun to approach evening. The casting of oranges and purples high in the clouds above you, although the clouds above have darkened the rest of the world into tints of somber violets.
Upon approaching the house, Azurith would head inside.
Dart would take a bit more cautious approach. As they approach the house, well, it seems safe. He wants to just see if there's anything that seems, amiss about it. Like, any greater amount of activity. But if it seems relatively normal, just cautiously walk in.
Jet is going to be, I assume we're approaching from the front, yes?
I would assume so, yes.
So Jet would be shadow sneaking around to the side to check the back.
Where are our tokens? Oh. They are. I'm so tiny. I'm sorry. Argus is just running for the front door. He wants something in between him and those monsters. And a door is good.
As you come up, you notice that the front door is open.
I did send you the influence, Rygon.
Okay, let me take a look. Interesting. I mean, I'll accept it, but it probably won't be for a bit. So yeah, Argus, you notice that the front door is open.
I'm going to peek my head inside. The door shouldn't be open, I don't think.
As you open the door, you can spot what appears to be a bit of blood on the carpet in the main room. Right about here.
Ooh.
Slowly close the door and sit with my back to it. Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good.
Argus, what's inside?
Azurith was, stopped behind Argus, expecting to walk in. It's like, what's up?
There's blood out there.
Hey, Argus,
Move, I'm
open the
going
door.
in.
You guys could go first. He just scoots away.
Azurith would open the door.
And Dart would follow her in very closely behind.
And then he would see the blood-stained carpet.
Yes.
There's a small gasp from him as fully seeing it, and then he's going to find its trail.
I was going to follow up, like, does the blood look like it's going anywhere?
It looks like it's heading upstairs.
Alright, Dart's going to head immediately upstairs.
Azurith will follow suit with
Okay.
Dart.
Jolene, are you entering the door?
Yeah. Jolene's gonna be coming in after y'all.
Yeah, Dart's just gonna say, just check the rest of the ground floor. We're heading upstairs.
Okay, Dom.
Should probably get on Jet at the moment, maybe. Sorry.
Is there something you needed, Tim?
I was just going to ask about what Jet was finding in the back.
You notice nothing unusual in the back. It seems untouched. The door is closed. Your figurines are standing tall as best they can, including the one damaged one.
All right, we'll go in the back.
As you enter in through the back, you notice that the various different cupboards and boxes laden with your food and utensils seem to have been opened and ransacked. There's spilled bits of rise everywhere, as well as the various pots, pans, forks, knives, etc., etc. They're all kind of scattered.
Well, we definitely cannot let Jolene in here. After all, she's fairy. She would have to go and count all the Rise.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's up on the staircase at the moment.
Jet is just moving over this way. I don't know what the timing would be like, where he would be at as they're headed upstairs.
Argus is just poking his head through the door. Are there monsters in there?
Push it now, boys. And as Azurith and Dart are heading up the stairs, they can see a heavy shelf being pushed down it. Go ahead and make your rolls, and everyone start roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
As at the same time the shelf is being pushed, you can see various little brown mole-like creatures with knives strapped to their sides spring out of hiding from the various
God.
cracks and crevices.
God damn it!
Remember, I made mention of them last episode.
Mm-hmm. Just a question. What kind of roll do you want? Just straight dexterity or
This will be a... Let me check.
for the shelf?
Let's go ahead and make this a dexterity survival athletic.
Okay.
Or actually, let's make it a dexterity survival evasion.
I
We'll
would
make
like
that a
more.
trap.
Would you mind promoting me
Sure.
for the initiative tracker thing?
There you go.
I'm wondering if Azurith would want to, instead of just bash it with his head, to try to stop it.
I'm getting the hell out of the way.
I mean, it's a heavy shelf. Like, if you guys all had a piano in there, I'd be using the piano instead.
Alrighty then. Hold on, use my. Where's then? Rolling for the evasion. Rolling for initiative. Six. Initiative. 7.
Okay, and let me check my own little bits and bobbles over here.
Azurith,
Yes.
initiative.
7. I typed it down in the chat just for a reference. I recommend
I should
everyone else
say-
doing the same.
Jolene,
1.
9.
Amos is not here.
Just remind me again the initiative roll because I keep on forgetting. God damn it.
1d6 plus do you have your initiative score written down? You do, which is 5, unless you changed it recently. It should be Dex Survival Alert, or is it Dex Fight Alert? I always forget those.
Dex survival.
Survival. Yeah. Survival alert.
Thank you.
Where the heck is it?
So that'd be 5 plus 3, so 8.
Was Diglett not part of the original 151?
It's part of the
Diglett
original
was.
150 It's
Yeah.
one part of the 151. More
That's what I thought.
specifically, Diglett is oh, give me a moment.
So
50.
Dart, what did you get?
8.
And Argus?
I got a 7.
50.
Azurith and Argus, please roll 1d6.
Yeah, that's just a better way. Hey, he's beating me.
I lost to a 1.
You didn't.
You won.
But you got the 1, therefore you won. But dumb tish.
How funny.
All right, and I rolled a 1 as well. And this is for the whole group.
So they only so initiative is the amount of dots that they have plus 1d6. Rygon.
You're rolling one dice and adding. It's different compared to every other roll.
Amount of initiative they have.
It would be dexterity, survival, alert.
Yeah, that's what I roll.
Well, you
Yeah,
roll
you
a
don't-
d6 and then you add the number of dots that they would have.
Oh, I see.
So,
Then they
yeah.
got 7.
Okay. Roll another d6 for us. Okay, Azurith and Rygon. Another d6. Okay. So they go last in the initiative. I've updated the card.
Okay. Look up that one. There you are. Okay.
Oh, crap.
Yes, Bob. Action.
Now would be the time to resize our icons.
So long as you're still fitting within the squares we have.
Close enough. Okay.
I think if
I'll take it.
it's close enough.
I am square.
There we go.
This is the square that I was most in.
Here, let me adjust Amos to
It is hard to see where the actual lines of the square are. As in, like,
Just
I
best guess.
think it's like right here. Is that-
Oh, thanks, Zeta.
There.
Oi!
You're so cute. Cling. There we go.
Alrighty, as for the damage, I'm going to roll 3 dice. Every success is a point of damage to you.
Did Jet and Azurith get out of the way?
You mean Dart and
Yes, Jet
Dart-
did get out of the way by not even being close to it.
I believe Dart did. I don't think you did.
Yeah, I got 3 successes on my roll.
I got
Yeah.
2.
Oh, you got 2 successes?
Yeah, I rolled 2.
Oh, I thought I saw only a 0 there.
No, that was for initiative, and I did state specifically.
Yeah, you both got out of the way.
Okay. Which probably means jumped off the railing.
Or through it, whichever one fits. So I'll allow you to, at the point that you were at over here, you may move 2 spaces away. That'll represent your leap. It can be backwards, not forwards, or to the side.
Nah, this is fine. That's actually where I placed him after the leap. I
Okay.
apologize. Just the initial reaction of, oh no, jump through the fence railing.
Yeah, y'all just lucky they couldn't move that statue.
Oh no.
So this is a good example of events continue to happen even when you all aren't present.
Naturally.
You thought just leaving that hole full of bad guys alone was a good idea?
Oh great, now we do have to kill them. That's...
Alright.
thoughts.
Well, the fight's up. Who goes first? Where's my initiative? Chet, you go first.
Where is that shit?
All right. Yeah, I moved it off the table. It's over, yeah.
Let's move it over to the battle if we can.
I need to remember sometime when we're not in Pokerole and Rygon's not busy to actually talk to him about the moves for Jolene, because I keep forgetting to do so. And it's
The moves that I saw seemed fine.
I just don't know the experience cost for them.
How much experience you got left right now?
I think I'd have enough for at most one move, because I think I would have had about.
Is that
I didn't
before the like last long rest or after?
That would be I had. Yeah, I had 13. I think I had 13 before the last long rest, and then the rest is from after, or.
I
was it
think
11?
total we should have had 55 EXP total. I can
So-
go double check.
I'll allow you to have the move then for all 13. Is that good?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
So that would have left me with. So if
May
we were.
I also inquire about Azurith's? No, that one has gimmicks that you need to go over.
Yeah.
So.
All right,
then
let's
Alright.
go and
I'll
continue,
ask
Jet.
later.
Can Jet see those two in the room with him?
Yes, he can. They
Okay.
kind of popped out of little holes in the ground. They're waving around their little knives. One of them's kind of doing it like the Indiana Jones style, just like very fancily. You don't know how he's doing it, but he's doing it.
Which one specifically?
The one over by the fireplace.
Shadow Sneak. Shoo. Shing. You made a mistake coming here. And so this would be dexterity, survival, stealth.
I just realized something. I got up to the second floor.
Oh.
The little creature, turns out you misjudged their height, and you hit above them. He just simply, like, slowly turns around to you. It's like, great. Now you're closer for cutting.
Well, that's it for him.
And for this fight, everyone will just have the movement be your dexterity. What was it? We'll have be your dexterity +2.
Okay.
Unless everyone would like to continue with the dice rolls, in which case it'll be your dexterity plus a dice roll.
I like static instead of just having to rely on a dice roll.
Yeah.
Well, this will be a group vote. What do you all think?
That's good for me.
Yeah, I think static is better because
Like
then
static.
then it won't feel like we're getting screwed over if we keep getting low rolls on the dice, and other people get high ones.
Sounds pretty unanimous then.
What is 4 plus dexterity or
2 plus dexterity.
2 plus dexterity? Cool.
Yeah, I prefer static.
Alrighty. So
Well.
who is next?
That
Jolene.
Green.
Go.
okay, yeah, okay. So 2 plus. I have 2 dexterity, so Jolene is going to start floating and bubbling, and I twitching as she comes up. She can't really get there and do her right now, but she's visibly ticked off, and she's just gonna, as she's coming up, say, "Now I thought we had seen the last of you, annoying little pests. Now what are you doing here?"
We're getting revenge. Ow! He says as he's then, hit on the side by his teammate. Shh, they're not supposed to know why we're here.
Little scoff, and I think that's all I can really do, because I can't actually do anything from here to them. Actually, I do have a move that I think can, yeah, because it just an ally. So I will aromatic mist. Dart or Azurith, which
Alright.
I'll do it on Dart. So that is my scroll back in special fight and channel. 2, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just needs a 1, I believe, for buffing. Okay. So that will raise Dart's defense and special defense by 1.
Okay.
Yeah. Jolene just kind of looks at Dart, and a little mist kind of forms as she says, "Why don't you be a dear and teach them a lesson?" And little eye twitching going on as she's speaking, and that is all she can do.
How long does that last for?
I think it's the whole battle, right? It does not say it has a specific time frame, so I'm assuming it's
So you
just the
should
whole
just
battle.
do that. So you should just do that like all day, and we'll have 100 defense.
I think
Forever.
It
I
doesn't
think it
stack.
should last until the end of scene. It's what most buffs last for.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was just the battle or what have you, but
It'd be just the battle.
yeah, that's all I can do.
Alrighty. Next up, Dart.
For Dart's role-playing purposes, these are the same these look like the same thugs from down the hole.
Yeah, more or less. Like maybe you spot a familiar face or two in there, but by and large, they're just the generic, brown mole creature with a knife strapped to them, with the luscious blonde hair.
Just like, really, you weaklings again.
Weaklings? What are you talking about, weaklings?
I'm a mud slap.
All right, go ahead.
Particularly this one that I can see behind the corner here.
Yes.
By the way, Rygon, quick thing that I was thinking about. For range of moves, what if we do it, the accuracy roll, however many dots that is, as squares for the range?
Fine by me.
But that would make melee moves have like a long range.
No, that's not
No.
range.
I
It would
said
just be
specifically
ranged.
ranged moves.
Yeah.
Oh. I only heard for move range.
No worries. But yeah, range moves, I mean, I'm fine with that. The only exception, of course, would be special circumstances, like if I have a sniper going after you.
Yeah.
As
for
one
bashing
quick
something?
question before I go forward, I need to write this down on a cheat sheet. The rules for stab, I believe it's just +1.
Plus
Die.
1 damage dice
Cool, thank
to
you,
roll.
thank you. All right, but I'm gonna use mud slap.
Seda,
See,
roll one less die because one of your dice has been replaced with a 6.
oh, cool.
Oh.
I'll roll 4 dice because I normally would roll 5 for the attack.
Nice.
2
Two.
successes.
He kind of sees how you're wobbly to get off the ground, and he's like, "I can take you," and he goes for a clash. And he succeeds.
Nice.
That means both take 1 damage if I'm correct.
Yep. He kind of whips his knife up, and it sort of slices off some of your mud. And while some of the mud gets on him, and just like he manages to like ricochet some of it back onto you, and you can feel like a cut suddenly like impact your body.
Cool. Also, I'm just trying to figure out when the hell did I take 2 damage?
Great question.
Actually, I should do something.
Yeah. I mean, I can assume that you took damage and either you didn't replace it when you needed to or what, but I mean, let me think. You didn't take damage during the circus.
Didn't take damage from the snowball fight.
You didn't take damage from the snowball fight, as there was no damage to be given. So
I should
I'll
be on
also
full.
say it was probably, yeah, I'd say you'd be on full. I can't think of anything you'd be taking damage by that was recent. So
But
put
I know
yourself to full
but
-1.
I know I'm on 2 will, so having issues with the character sheet last week, so there we go. That would be You know what? I'm going to I'm actually forgetting the terminology for it now. Forgetting the name for taking the second action with like the reduced die hits.
Multi-action.
Multi-action, thank you. I'd like to go with a multi-action pellet shot.
Okay.
But also that will occur at the end of the turn cycle, correct?
I believe so.
And that would be -2 dice.
Yes.
Cool, thank you. So that'd be my turn for now.
Okay. And don't forget, that's something you got to announce at the beginning of your move. I'll allow it this time, but you got to announce it in the future.
Oh, my apologies. I thought I had the entire turn to do that.
671. I got to look up something. Wait, okay, that's one.
Just a side note, I'm gonna start making combat log notes.
That's perfectly fine. All right. The next individual to go up is Argus. Go ahead and show us your stuff.
That white thing behind us is another Diglett, right?
Yes, he kind of popped out of the snow, and he's got like little ninja white scarf tied around him, and he's kind of trying to sneak up and see if he can stab you in the back.
Argus is, kind of freaking out about the sudden attack, but he's already fought these guys before, so he's not as scared as he would be of those monsters. So he goes and he picks up his stick with the meteorite on the end and some glass shards and goes to bat them at the guy, like a ranged attack. He's basically using stealth attack or his stealth rock move. It's his first time trying it, so he's doing the glass shards with it.
Okay, so is this the equivalent of one of your moves you already got?
Yes, it's the equivalent of stealth rock. It'll be his first time trying it.
Okay, go ahead.
He doesn't really know he can do it, so roll for success.
I think it succeeds.
Wait, what's going on?
Argus is trying to use stealth rock using his glass shards. Stealth rock's basically a trap move. He throws sharp pointed rocks on the opponent's side of the battlefield. Anyone who enters that area takes damage.
That needs to be. I think personally, we should draw out where it's located instead of just saying on the opponent's battlefield, because that's normally for trainers.
Well,
Yes,
this is one of those moves I probably would just straight up change up. So the enemy will be affected by the move, and they will take 1 damage, supposing that they, I don't know.
We could do what it does in Legends Arceus, because they changed it in that to where it's a damage over time move.
We could do damage over time, but I feel like that move is on the more powerful side of things. So I want to give it a fadeaway. I'll say it deals 1 damage for about 2 turns.
That's good.
So
I like
it's
that.
guaranteed damage, but it fades away after 2 turns.
Question: do you
My-
want to have a damage dice to be rolled, or just flat damage?
It's special survival stealth for accuracy. I still need to do that.
My only thing is that I was told before that we do not, like, for Jet's Charge Stone, it can only be used with rocks.
That's true.
And this was my first time using it. The glass, you've already said, does nothing. It's more of a placebo for Argus to start learning to use the move. So he's still using rocks around the Diglett to summon it. It's just he threw glass to try it. Because he's basically laying a trap of sharp rocks using... Otherwise, I don't see how he'd know to use this move.
I'll say this. The glass itself, obviously, it doesn't do anything, but it'll land a charge at the location, which then charges the rocks around that location. That suffice?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it causes the rocks to flow in there, and let's see accuracy.
Okay. The creature, seeing the incoming projectiles, will try to dodge. And let me see, what was it? Dexterity. They are unsuccessful.
All right. Then the glass hits around the Diglett. It seems like nothing's happening, and then the rocks around it start to rise, like sharp points coming out, or sharp pointed rocks, and then they all turn and point at the Diglett. And Argus is just looking at his meteorite staff like, oh, I have a new thing. And I guess that Diglett takes 1 damage a turn for 2 turns.
For the next 2 turns, it'll take 1 damage.
Woo!
All right, Azurith, your turn.
Question before we fully end Argus. Is that going to affect all Diglets? Because it's
No.
gonna...
No, just that one.
Which one? I don't know what
The one
that
outside.
One outside, okay.
That's the one Argus knows about. He knows about the ones inside. But that
also
one's closest.
descripting them down with notes for battle log and for player reference of saying, I want to attack this one. This one has quote unquote HP left. Give me a moment. Okay. For Azurith, he's gonna growl and say, or actually, I think I'll stop. Ah. You had to come back now of all times? After what we've been just through.
And, oh, you're talking to the enemies.
Yes, I'm talking to the enemies. I apologize for not speaking firmly about that.
The enemies just kind of more or less just like whisper among themselves, unsure of how to respond. Well, yeah. What did you expect?
If you have hurt one of the other residents in here, you
Oh,
will
yeah,
feel the
we got
pain.
that rat real good. Stuck him in the gut.
Which one is speaking that? Azurith would like to target that one.
It's the one on the left side of the stairs, so the other one than the one the arrow's pointing at.
I see. Well, Azurith is not going to play smart. Smart thing would go for this one over here. Azurith is just going to go charge at the other one.
Okay.
He's going to leap back up onto the stairs and charge forth with a tackle.
Okay.
I will roll for accuracy. Dex fight brawl. Dex fight brawl 5.
Okay.
Ow.
Yeah.
The creature kind of just looks at you, kind of like stumbling up the stairs. It's like, what? I can easily dodge this. And he just kind of ducks down and you go flying over him. I'll put you over. Oh dear. There's a window there, isn't there? Oh no.
No, it's the top
There's
of the
not
stairs.
There's not a window, but yeah, you're kind of on the other side of him now. We'll pretend that that's on the upper floor.
Okay. That's perfectly fine.
Great
Okay.
fun! Right, Boo?
It is the enemy's turn.
We have influence.
All right, what's up?
Sent it to you.
Oh. Yeah, sure, why not? So that window that's up there, well, there's a window there now. You go flying out the window.
Oh,
And you kind of like roll out onto this like little roof up here, the only part of the porch that managed to survive.
he's gonna bust out the window in anger and shock, mostly, of mixed emotions. And it's gonna land and grip the shingles of the roof as
Okay.
he glares back at the Diglett.
Roll me a dexterity to keep yourself from falling off.
Ooh.
All right, you managed to hang on, just barely. You're kind of like "Whoa," right about there. You're just like, "Whoa." All right, the enemies all have a go now. The one upstairs kind of like begins to approach you, and he gets ready to start stabbing at your claws.
Oh,
The one downstairs, or the one on the other side, sees that the situation's kind of taken care of, and he begins to head down. His knife, you can clearly see that there's a bit of blood on it as he begins to go towards Dart. One over here by Dart was right there. So they're both in range of you now. And both of them will take a stab at you, Dart. There's for the first one. They rolled a 2 for Metal Claw. Is that something you're weak to?
I resisted.
You resist it, so you take 1 less damage, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. Do you do anything?
Can I do anything since I've queued up a multi-action?
Okay. Then
I mean, I technically could like evade with 1 die, but that's a 2, so it wouldn't be effective.
Fair enough. Then I will go ahead and I will roll for damage, which is strength +2.
And my defense is 3 right now, thanks to your mag mist.
So here's the damage. A 1. So that means you get dealt the minimum of 1 damage. So it just kind of like scrapes along your side, and although it doesn't hurt, you're kind of left with like a dull feeling of just like, oof. Okay, the other one, it'll do the same. Again, a 1.
I will try to evade that with my 1 dice.
Okay. Go ahead go ahead, since you said something. You succeed. 1 gets you on the side, but the other one kind of just like flies right by you. Just like, hey, hold still so I can stab you. All right, the one upstairs is going to try and poke at you, Azurith.
Alrighty then.
Okay. As you are hanging off the side of the building, you will have -1 die to your evasion or clash.
That's a 3. I don't have anything to clash it with, so I'm gonna have to try to evade. Actually,
Okay.
I cannot evade. He doesn't have enough dice.
All right, here's the damage then. It is 3 damage.
Minus my 2 defense for 1.
All right, so then you get a minimum of 1. And now I get to roll a chance dice to increase the user's strength. Which I believe I should have done with the other one as well. So they both get a... I'll just have this roll be for both of them. They got a 5. Is that enough to succeed?
No, typically it's a 6. It's a chance die, it's a 6.
Yep. So they both do not succeed in their strength up. He kind of like jabs you in one of the paws, and it's not enough to like fully puncture through it, but it's enough to leave you a bit wounded.
Ow.
Dance for me. Okay, the one right by you, Jet, he's going to try and stab you. He rolled 3.
Evasion is Dex fight evasion.
Yes.
Could try and evade it. Yeah, I'm gonna try and evade it.
Okay, go ahead. You're unsuccessful.
Oh. Well, minus my defense means it does.
He rolled a 2 for damage.
So minimum 1. And he has activated my cursed body.
Oh.
This Pokemon carries a curse within itself. Harming this Pokemon is not a good idea. Whenever this Pokemon is dealt damage with a move, roll 3 chance dice to disable that move. More than one move may be disabled this way.
All right. So I'm guessing you have to roll all 3, just 1 6?
Just 1 6, and I got it.
Yep.
He can no longer use that move.
All right, go ahead and describe how your cursed body activates.
Joke.
Well, they're using the knives that are attached to it. I'm thinking a little bit of weirdness with his phasing. The knife goes in, and kind of just gets like it phases through after so it hits him, slashes into him, and then he somewhat phases, so the knife goes through, but then he starts to go solid again, cutting the little tape holding it on.
Okay. So the knife kind of clatters to the ground. What? That's not something that usually happens. Oh, well. Guess I'll just have to take you with my fists. And you hear an audible crack in the air, like as if he just cracked his fists, though you don't see any.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's gonna start throwing hands. Literally.
Yeah, it turns out he is probably the biggest one there. Just to note. The one over in the corner, he kind of just like 1, 2, 3, 4. He's kind of like coming up from behind, and he's more or less like, "Go, boss, go! Take him out!" And you can see instead of a little knife attached to him, he's got 2 little like cheerleader pom poms.
6.
What?
And finally, the one over by you, Aurum, he climbs up. So 1, 2, 3, and he tries to take a stab at you.
Meep?
Yep, at you. He also takes 1 damage. Okay, he rolled a 0. It turns out that the rocks assaulting him, he's just kind of like, ah, this is so not ninja-like. And
I'm
he
more ninja
does a wide, he takes a wide swing and he misses.
Argus is just staring at it, more in awe of his like now magical floating rock powers. He barely notices that the Diglett attempted to attack him.
Okay. And I believe that's all the enemies I have on the board, so that's it.
All right.
So time
back
for my
to-
multi-action then.
Yep, time for your multi-action.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a pellet shot to the. I'll keep on focusing on the one to my right, the one closest to me that stabbed me. Since this was my -2 dice, that would be just 3 dice I'd be rolling.
I believe so.
RZ, we keep hearing you type.
Sorry.
The 2.
Nice. And who are you targeting?
The one to my right, the one closest to the living room.
Okay. I think he can dodge.
I have labeled that as number 2. He has already clashed.
Oh, he's already clashed?
Yeah, because he did it on the first attack, the mud slap.
Yeah. Let's see. How much die did I roll for that one? I think I rolled a 5. And he's already attacked, so he'd only have like
He would have 1 die.
1 die. Yeah. So he can't do anything.
Alright, I'll roll my damage.
Pellet shot to the face.
And 1 extra damage die because it's a stab.
And make sure to describe in as much detail as possible what happens.
Oh yeah, mine was stabbed too, but mine's also a special move.
So that would be
Right, boo?
so that'd be 3 + 1.
No, it's an actual damage dice you have to roll.
Oh, I rolled the extra damage die. It's my,
Alright,
I have 2 special die, 1 for the stab, and then the damage pool special +1.
Means you roll special +1 plus the stab.
Oh, my bad. So I need to roll 1 more die. My bad.
I'm sorry if I'm making it sound confusing. I'm trying to explain it as best as possible.
Okay, so it's just 3.
It's 3. All right, let me take a look at the defense. Of course, we don't have the defense on here. What was defense again?
Vitality.
Vitality. Thank you. That damage is reduced by 1. So he takes 2 damage. Which means he just kind of like gets a pellet shot to the face, goes flying backward against the wall, slides down, and he's out.
Dart being taken back from the sudden onslaught of these little mole creatures, you know, he's starting to feel his normal composure breaking a little bit. You know, his slap of mud from the ground or from the kind of the wooden floor, you know, being clashed and then being, you know, stabbed at from both directions or both his sides. He's just going to kind of shout out, "I've had enough!" as he lets out his pellet shot at the first mole that stabbed him and bangs him to the wall.
The opponent does not respond as he's already knocked out cold as soon as the pellet even hit him.
Dart is immediately going to just turn and glance very angrily at the other mole that has, I'm assuming he's the one with the bloody blade.
Yes.
Yeah, Dart's just gonna be like, "You've made a mistake."
You can see the mole-like creature hesitates before he continues to press on anyway. He seems to be a bit more dangerous than the others. He's got various scars kind of crisscrossing his body. He's like, "No, I think you have made a mistake, puppy."
Oh no, he's Russian.
Type.
So I believe we're at the top of the turn order now.
Yes.
All right. Jet is going to attempt another shadow sneak. Just kind of stepping to the side and phasing into the Diglett's shadow before popping in again to attack.
Okay.
Well, I got 2
Alright.
successes at least.
The Diglett is kind of aware of what you're doing and chooses to clash. And as soon as you unphase out, he just goes and just punches you. You don't see the punch, but he just punches you nonetheless, just as you manage to get your damage in.
Ah. What? So that would be a move, which means that would trigger Cursed Body again.
Let me check.
It's a clash, so
But you have to clash with a move.
I don't know. I feel like that's a little OP. Every single move being locked out.
It is
No, Cursed
specifically-
Body can only activate on one move.
What do you mean one move?
Cursed Body can only disable one move.
It literally says right here, more than one move may be disabled this way.
What?
It must be
yeah.
different in this in Pokerole.
To be
That
fair
is very
with
different.
to be fair with Pokerole, we can have up to, you know, any number of moves.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're not
that's
limited to only 4
but
moves.
these are low-level enemies, so locking them out of all their stuff will probably not be super great.
Let's see. I mean, I don't know if it would be able to do it to block them from still striking. So
Strike
Yeah,
would
that's-
not. Strike is not a move.
yeah, so they'd at least be able to still strike.
Yeah, we'll say that this one was strike, because that's essentially what it was. But yeah, he used strike.
But from what I understand, strike cannot be used to clash.
This one can.
It's just a special enemy. I'll leave it at that. Or,
Yeah, I
sorry.
do feel like it would be really strong at this, but for this to just delete all their moves so easily.
Yeah, because right now these particular enemies, they literally only have 2 moves. Because you're just at that stage of your evolution, essentially. Which is Metal Claw, represented by the knife, and Sand Attack, which isn't a damaging move.
Okay.
Yeah, he gets the hit in, and both of you kind of go like spinning off a little bit. You may choose to move your character 1 space in any direction.
Beyblade puppy.
Yeah.
What?
That's...
More than one.
He spun around for the shadow sneak.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you didn't move him for the shadow sneak, so it was.
I was over at my sheet to roll the dice.
Alrighty. Who's next?
I think that's Jolene,
Jo-
right? Yeah, Jolene.
Yes.
Okay. Since I have the Milk Splash, which is the only move that it would have been the first move that we actually set in stone. What would the range on that be? Because it says AoE, but it doesn't. We never, like.
We'll just
We
say
did establish
anything...
that it was 1 square.
Yeah,
Okay,
any
well-
1 square around the initial area.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because I knew we talked about that, and then we were changing things up, and I don't know we ever talked about it again. But the other one is because we also talked about another move that was similar.
Yeah.
But,
We'll just say right now it's just 1 square plus whatever's around, like the 1 square around the initial impact.
let's see. I have 2 dexterity, so I have 4 movement. This is the one that has the bloody knife, right?
That is correct.
Okay. So let's see. That would be okay. So I think what we're going to do is move here. So 1, 2. I actually get this over the right square. I think, yeah. And we're going to attempt to do 2 moves, starting with the Milk Splash, if I can get it off.
I think
As
you'd have to
Jolene-
do just 1 move and then you'd use multi-action for your second.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean is that she would be trying to do Milk Splash, and then at the end of the thing, she would be using the multi-action to do Pound and before it goes to the next
Oh, okay.
thing. Yeah, I said that weirdly. I think, but yeah. So she's literally starting to bubble and froth a bit as she flies over, or having heard about the attempted gutting, and it's her fury is very obvious on her face. But we're going to see if she can actually put forth this fury. What did we decide the role for that was? If I can get it to go, special channel nature.
Where is the information that was put in?
I know I put it in after we got Orem.
Here it is. You said Milk Splash, special channel nature.
Okay, yeah, so that would be 3 dice. So 1 dice to see if I can do it, and then that roll. So that will be,
You guys
3
don't
dice.
know how happy this is making me right now.
Yeah, so let's see if she can do it first off. Oh, she's doing it, and now we're going to see the accuracy to see if they can manage to dodge it or clash it. 1, 2, 3 dice. Not as great.
Okay, the enemy will attempt to dodge. He does not succeed.
Okay.
He's like,
And,
"What do you want, spit stain?"
and its damage is it's damage 1 or special +1? Because I don't remember if you okayed the
Special +1 dice.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember if you had okayed that. So that's 2 total, 3 total. Yeah, 3 total. But as she's going over there, she's going to say, "You did what to our friend? You 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 say you tried to gut our friend?"
I didn't just say I did.
And she gets over there frothing, and she's just there's some of her just literally flies out right at the thing's face as she's very furiously moving, and I kind of feel like it's probably that she's literally getting heated, so it's getting scalded by the attack.
Okay, he has dealt 1 damage.
Yes. And before it goes to the next thing, all she's going to add is, "I'm going to make you regret your life." And that is all for this until after the enemies get to go.
Scary Jolene and Scary Dart.
And Argus is just sitting there hugging the Diglett. He's more scared of you guys than the Diglett.
After Jolene, Dart.
Without missing a beat and without saying a word, Dart is going to follow Jolene's action immediately up with a mud slap, and that's all he's going to do for this turn or for this round, unless evasions and stuff.
All right. Go ahead and roll. Enemy's not even going to try to dodge.
So since this is another stab, it's going to be special +1 plus my stab dice, so 4 dice.
You said what? Pellet shot, right?
Mud slap.
What's up? Okay.
Yep, mud slap. For 1 damage. He kind of takes the hit from both of you. Hot liquid on one side, cool liquid on the other, and you can just see he just kind of like coolly flicks off the liquid with his knife. He's just like, "Is that all you got, spit stain and puppy?"
I'm just going to glare.
All right, next one is Argus.
So Argus.
And do note
Still-
your stealth rock will not stack.
No, I kind of figured. Argus, still staring at the Diglett, is going to, hold out a stick, wind it up, and go to basically bat the Diglett.
Okay. Is that one of your moves, or is that just going to be a
Just
strike? Okay. Go ahead and roll for a strike.
That. Well, is it strength fight, bro?
Dexterity. I think most of them are.
Dexterity 5 roll, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He will attempt to clash. He succeeds.
So Argus winds up. He smacks one of the rocks that's floating in front of the Diglett and bounces it off the Diglett's head, and then it flies back and hits Argus in the head.
Or why not?
That is very on point with Argus's luck with the things. Either he's really good at something or he manages to mess it up somehow.
It's comedic.
Basically.
He's our
It's-
comedic relief.
It's very Argus.
Very on brand. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, that's his turn. Is he like, falls on his butt holding his head. Didn't go as planned.
Alrighty.
So,
Azurith, your turn.
I declare multi-action.
Alright, what are you doing?
First action, I would like to use Leer. Second action, I would like to use Tackle.
You will have to climb up first to use tackle.
Oh no, Azurith saw my failure.
Hmm.
To be fair, though, they are kind of preoccupied.
They are preoccupied.
So you can either choose to climb up and try to use tackle, or you could use Leer and wait to do tackle and then try to climb up. But yeah, that's what you got right now.
Hmm. You know what? Why not? I'm going to use Leer and try to climb up afterwards.
Okay, go ahead.
Alrighty then. Tough contest, intimidate. Tough contest, intimidate. Ow.
It's hard for you to be intimidating, considering, well, one, you're not the one in power, and two, you're having a knife stabbed at your paws. Dance for me.
I'll dance for you and show you.
All right, go ahead and try to climb up.
Alright, what would you like me to use to climb up?
Just a dexterity, survival, athletic, -2 dice.
Okay, then. Dex, survival, athletic, -2. Okay. Hey!
Hey, you succeed. You managed to clamber your way up, pushing the Diglett backwards until he just kind of goes right up against the broken window. It's just like, hey, this isn't dancing.
It is my way of dancing. He's gonna growl.
Layman's come back for this situation.
Proposal. Can this be counted as intimidation?
Considering he just had you in an intimidating position, I'd say you both even each other out.
Okay.
All right, enemy's turn. The one between you, Jolene, and Dart, he is going to try to strike at Jolene with his knife. He rolled a 4.
Okay. I do not have enough dice to actually flash that or evade that. So that is just hitting.
What was it?
Takes a 5.
Rank +2. Damage is being rolled for 1.
Okay.
So you get the minimum of 1.
I was gonna say that's a steel type move, right? So
Yeah,
would
but
that
it
do-
still even would be a minimum of 1, unless you have an immunity.
Super
I have-
effective.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if super effective was a thing in this, but I do have the weakness. Because
Oh, then it would be, I guess, 2 damage technically. Or do I just roll another dice to see what you
It's
hit?
flat damage added on. That
Okay.
bypasses defense.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So that means I'm taking the 2 damage.
Okay, 2 damage. Thank you for letting me know.
Yep. I wanted to double check that everything was working how I thought it was. So, but I also wanted to make sure you knew that.
Yeah, I gotta love it. 20 plus
Oh.
sessions in, and I'm still learning the system.
Yeah, Steel Claw or Metal Claw will be super effective against me as well, if it ever hits.
Okay. It turns out knives are, well, knives.
Like
They're
a
good
knife
against
through
rocks
butter.
and pudding.
So
Like
he
the-
kind of, as he slashes at you, Jolene, he kind of like carves in a little like right on you. You feel like he's trying to spell something out, but he's failing horribly, probably because he's illiterate.
Just Jolene's just going to kind of smile, little eyes twitching.
How'd you like that one, spit stain?
She kind of starts to laugh a little in a slightly unhinged manner that I'm not going to try to replicate. But she's obviously losing it.
The one over by you, Arsadeu, he is going to try and do let me see here. He's actually going to toss some sand in your eyes.
Oh god, no, not the pocket sand.
Channel. You rolled a 1.
I would like to attempt to evade that.
Okay.
Alrighty then. Six, 6, 2.
Yep, you are successful.
He's gonna see the pocket sand come out, and he's going to sidestep it while looking away and saying, "Dirty trick. Makes my blood boil. Fight me head on."
Phone's like, what do you expect? And you can see him try to clamber back through the window. He begins trying to clamber back through.
Oh.
All right. Argus, the one on you is going to try and hit you with his knife.
Oh no.
He rolled a 4.
I don't think I can even clash that. Oh wait, yeah I can because I have 2 clash dice. Yeah, Argus is gonna try to clash with
Alright, go ahead.
tackle. That'll be what is it? Dexterity fight brawl plus my 2 clash. I need good rolls. Come on, Argus.
No.
Oh no.
All right,
trying.
he just kind of like pushes his way through the various different rocks as they kind of continue nipping at him before they fall to the ground, and he raises up his knife and just like slashes down your midsection, leaving a red scar. All right, let's see how much damage that is. He's guaranteed to at least get 1 damage in.
Isn't that a guaranteed 2?
Yeah.
3. He dealt 3 damage.
If my
The one
defense is-
guaranteed and 2 from his roll.
I think that would be 2.
Yep,
So-
because I have 2 defense. So
Here.
ow! Ow, 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 ow! I do not like you!
Ah, you've gotten past your rocks ninja style.
Not very ninja. You're just a bully.
A ninja bully. All right, the one over by you, kind of like having the little pom-poms, that one will race up behind you, Jet, and it will try to bop you on the head with a strike. It's like, oh no, you hurt the boss! Bap! And it misses.
Turns out pom-poms aren't effective weapons.
Yeah, you feel like a light fluttering behind you, and you kind of, it just tickles.
Yay!
The one in front of you, however, the much bigger, meaner, kind of like stomps forward and tries to hit you with a strike as well. He rolls a 1. What would you like to do?
Might as well try and evade.
Okay, go ahead. You succeed. Go ahead and describe
Yay.
how you evade.
Kind of his typical way of just letting the attack phase through him.
Okay.
I mean, it works. Why not?
Hey, why not? Take on some of that shadowy essence, the ghost type out, bring that out in you.
He's making use of the fireplace as shadows that are being, cast by this Diglett and letting it just combining with the shadows there.
Ah! Hold still! I must murder you.
I haven't moved at all.
You speak lies. Alrighty, I believe that's all the enemy's turn.
So Jolene's pound goes off. Well, assuming she can hit.
Oh, go for it.
I believe that is at -2 dice.
Yeah.
So that would be dexterity fight brawl. So yeah, 3 dice to hit. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, he will attempt to dodge. He succeeds.
She just tries to slam on her little nubblies down on him, but doesn't manage to actually do so. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he just kind of like sidesteps. It's just like, Spit Stain thinks she's got gumption, does she? You are unable to actually tell if he used gumption correctly or not. It seems like too high of a level of a word for him. Alrighty. It cycles back to the beginning. What would you like to do, Jet?
Third time's the charm on Shadow Sneak, I guess.
Alrighty.
This time, since the shadows are pointing this way, presumably, he just kind of dodges. He just kind of dances back and forth before, pushing forward to attack. I am going to be using Lick later on.
Okay. Go ahead and make your roll. All right, he will attempt to evade. I can see your movements, puppy. Go, boss, go. Read his movements.
All right, well,
What is
that's
this?
it for Jet now then.
Is that what, Popstar Diglett?
You can't handle all this, baby. All right, Jolene, you're up.
How many times is it that I have to succeed at a move to be able to
Three.
use it? 3?
3.
Okay. So, I believe the second verse is the same as the first. She's going to bubble over her with Milk Splash and then attempt to pound. I'm assuming the guy is still there by that time.
Yep.
Which means...
Oh shoot, you're right. That is a new move. You gotta roll to even be able to use it at all.
Yep, that is why I asked.
That's right. Thank you for reminding me.
Yep, so... Yes.
Yeah, you succeed.
And then 1...
That is her second success.
Yep.
Yes.
And second 6 for that.
3...
She's very motivated right now.
Yeah, she is very, very mad. But I'm guessing she is just mad enough that she can't even to make it do what she wants.
Yeah, it's just kind of splashing everything but you just little sizzling milk puddles all over the place.
Yeah.
Alrighty, anything else you wanted to do?
Yeah. No, I'll just be using pound at the end of the turn order.
Dart?
Dart's gonna multi-action this round.
Okay.
He's kind of like took the round to kind of catch his breath a little bit, focus, and he's gonna go right back to it. Just as a question though, I'm gonna do the same thing as basically before. I'm gonna do a mud slap and then multi-action pellet shot. Since we were kind of talking about damages and resistances and stuff like that, are these regular Diglets? Or are these different Diglets?
They're different. They all got blonde, luscious hair after all.
Just wondering about the effectiveness of my ground type move against them, since we were covering that before.
Let me check. It just says that it would be a normal effectiveness.
Very, very good. Just want to double check. But yep, regular mud slap.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm rolling. Dart's pissed.
He's not going to dodge it.
Dart's extra pissed.
Oof. That will be dropped down to 2 damage. Go ahead and describe how you hit him.
Yeah, seeing this little mole drive their knife into Jolene, Dart's eyes are going to flare up even more, and he's just going to put all his focus and building rage into the slap of mud against the creature without saying a word.
All right, go ahead. Slap him.
He already did, didn't he?
I won't push talk. I can't slap right now.
Well, what I mean, at least from the sounds of it, you were building up, but you didn't actually attack.
Oh no, I did my rolls.
No, descriptively.
Oh, descriptively. I didn't have a plan to get this far. Yeah, building up just all the energy into his ball. He's going to hurl the mud straight at the creature with a very satisfying. Ow! I actually hurt my hands there.
A very satisfying ow.
Yeah, just
There you go. It smacks against his face, and you can see the creature kind of like buckle backwards a bit before he resumes standing up straight. You can see that he's now got some anger in his own eyes, and he's just like, "You're dead, puppy."
Wouldn't count on it.
Alrighty. Argus, your turn.
So the stealth rock has ended, right? The rocks are falling down to the ground.
Yep, they've fallen down to the ground.
Argus is going to take his meteorite stick and swipe at the rocks to try to get them to float again.
Alright, go and roll your accuracy.
Well, first it's the see if I can succeed. Yep,
Yes, you can.
that's 2. Now, accuracy.
Okay. He will attempt to dodge. He succeeds to dodge.
Hold the line.
Oh no,
This hamlet
my rocks are
shall
just
not
floating in the
fall.
air randomly, not
Virtually
hitting it.
Heroes raided my stream with 6 viewers.
Virtually Heroes, thank you very much for that raid. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for sharing your community with me. I'm going to be a bit more quiet while we're doing the game here. You've come into Starlight Expeditions Pokerole, our Pokemon Mystery Dungeon tabletop campaign. Thank you so much for sharing your community. Hope you had a great stream.
And Argus, seeing that his rocks are, not pointing at the Diglett, is going to run into the house. Help! To his full distance of movement.
Okay. Azurith, it is your turn.
Alrighty then. Azurith will take this opportunity time that the Diglett, who is trying to climb back in through the window, to quote unquote get him while he's down and use a tackle.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, that's fine.
Alright, the enemy is unable to dodge as he's in a compromising position.
Oh my.
Alrighty then. That's going to deal some nice damage of, well, if dice, behave.
Oof.
3 physical normal type damage.
Normal type.
Yeah, I don't have my stab move yet because I've always forgot to meet up with you about that.
Okay, it will deal 1 less damage. -1, so you deal a minimum of 1 damage.
Alrighty then. Ah, I forgot to do that multi-action.
Alrighty. I believe, have you hit him at all for anything else?
Nope, this is my first hit. The first one was a whiff, and I was not able to get Lear off.
Okay. I'm just keeping in my mind what everyone's HP values are. Alrighty. It is the enemy's turn. The enemy in front of you, Azurith, will try to stab you. He kind of like clambers back over the window and is just like, "Can't get me now." He rolls a 4 for his stab.
I can't dodge that, nor can I clash it because I don't have another damaging move.
He deals 4 damage. And I'll roll to see if his strength goes up.
You do get to reduce it with your defense.
I know that. That's still. Ow!
All right, how much damage do you take?
I take 2 damage.
I believe that. Were you already at 2 HP?
No, I was at 4.
Okay. That leaves you with 2 left. The knife kind of like slashes by and it finds a chink in your fur and armor, and it kind of presses inward, and you feel a sharp jab of pain in your shoulder, and you can feel blood dripping down your leg.
Azurith will give a scream of pain. No, I will not say it on voice because no one wants to hear that.
The silent scream.
It's not silence.
Argus, the one that was fighting you, kind of follows you into the house, and he slashes. Seda, we can hear you.
Oh, my bad.
And he will attempt to slash at you as well. Oh, wait. He evaded, didn't he? So that'd just be 3 dice. He misses.
Argus is just.
Think you can get away from me?
Stay away from me!
Die!
No!
Our tunnel rats will get revenge.
Revenge for what? You kidnapped me!
Revenge for not staying kidnapped.
I don't want to stay kidnapped. You go away. This is my house.
Our house now.
You're getting holes in my carpet.
I can't.
All right. The one fighting Jolene and Dart, he will target Dart with a slash.
I will not be
3.
able to evade that, so I will.
Okay, he rolls damage.
Wait, slash. Metaclaw or slash?
For 1 damage, for a minimum of 1. He seems happy that his blade has drawn fresh blood, as he carves out a red line along your side. God keep this up forever, puppy.
Neither can you.
Don't need to. Reinforcements will come along soon enough. From upstairs. All right. Jet, you try the one right behind you tries to bap you again.
All right.
For a 4, do you choose to evade or clash?
I don't have enough dice to try.
Okay. For 0 damage. You feel another tickling sensation. You can't help but let out a little giggle.
Tickle the puppy.
I'm trying to hold him as best I can, boss. The boss just rolls his eyes. I will show you how it's done, peep squeak. And he throws a strike at you. For 2.
So, because I've used a move, the evasion would be down 2 dice, right?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how the rules go.
I'll double check old evasion. Always thought otherwise.
As we'll try.
Okay, it
Nope.
is a 0. He will deal some damage. For 2, dropped to 1 minimum.
He also resists electric moves.
It's not electric.
Go for the
I meant
eyes,
steel.
Boo! Go for the
It's
eyes!
not steel.
Rask!
Yeah,
Oh,
that
because
wasn't
it's a strike.
And even
My
if it
bad.
was, it'd still be 1 minimum.
Do I have all?
We have another influence.
Okay. All right. Trying to think of how I want to do this.
You are allowed to deny influence. Don't forget that.
I know, and I shall. But for this one, I think it's fine. I just need to figure out how I want to roll it. Jared, as you are fighting against the 2 opponents right by you, you hear what sounds to be like thuds coming from the chimney, like before what pops out of the bottom is a little black ball creature that suddenly runs right at the pom-pom mole and tackles them, just throwing them backwards. And I shall represent it with this. Very professional, I know.
That looks less ball than the Diglett.
And you can hear just a timid little voice just going, I've got him, Jed. I've got him. Please, hurry, take out the other one.
I'll do my best here.
All right, Jet, it is your turn.
I'd had the
Oh, you had the pound.
yes.
Go ahead.
Jet also had a held action.
Go ahead. Jet first.
Yeah.
Do I even have the dice left, actually? Dex Fight Brawl. Never mind, I do not.
Okay. Jolene.
Yes. So, that is that. So, and 1, 2, 3.
All right. The opponent will not evade. I don't think he can evade.
Okay. And pound is strength +2. Okay. Do.
All right. Minimum of 1 damage. Go ahead and describe how you take him out.
Yeah. Jolene is currently a little off her rocker, a little unhinged. She's kind of just giggling, kind of somewhat softly. as she stares at this creature, and then when it's I think it attacked Dartless, right? Yeah. Once it's went and done that, Jolene is waiting, seems to wait for just the right moment to catch it off guard, and just brings her little nubblies down right in its eyes, and beams it with both nubblies. He's knocking the little thing out and starting to cackle a bit. As she said, "I told you I'd make you regret it."
The enemy does not respond as he just kind of sinks down to the ground with just like, ugh.
Jolene just did whack-a-mole again.
Jolene's getting good at whack-a-mole.
I'll be right back real quick.
I kind of like how our fight's going. Azurith daredeviling on the window, you two ganging up on the one that hurt Ethan, Jet over there taking on two, and then Argus running from the one that's attacking him.
It's very on brand for Argus.
Very on brand for all of us, actually.
Yes.
Daredevil, I'm just doing what's necessary.
You're being fancy. You guys are having a dance battle.
I'm not a dancer. Unless you call it dancing to the tune of battle.
And you did say that was how you dance.
Accurate statement.
I stand my ground.
Oh. No.
So,
So, we're leaving this place as soon as this is over.
yes.
Probably.
We need
Gasoline.
to finish the polgo, and then yeah.
We'll probably be able to maybe at most spend one more night here. Because medical attentions, specifically on Azurith. Actually, Azurith is a bit closer to the thing. Not hanging off the edge anymore.
Let us continue.
Okay.
Jet, it is your turn.
No, my multi-action.
You also,
All right, what are you going to use it against?
I would ask, out of the commotion of the mole targeting Argus and out of the commotion of the mole targeting Jet, which one would probably be more attention
Which
drawing?
one's within your range?
Good question. Probably the one attacking Argus. So
Yep.
Darth's gonna turn his head and, see, hearing the commotion of the one attacking Argus, let off his pellet shot.
All right, go for it.
Swing and a miss.
The enemy, the tunnel rat, sees it coming He manages to dodge out of the way just in time. I'll get to you all later. I'm murdering your friend over here.
Stop murdering me!
Now is it Jet's turn?
I know, right?
I believe so.
No, it's time for my multi action. Rapid fire mud slap. Okay, no, it's just turn.
Alright. Going to attempt another Shadow Sneak and multi-action lick later.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, actually rolled decent.
Okay, he will try to clash. He succeeds.
Wow.
You two are just like in a straight up knuckle fight.
How's our
Fortunately for you,
HPs going?
your knuckles are tougher. Though he manages to get one last slap in with you, you go ahead. Actually, go ahead and describe your shadow sneak.
I'm guessing I finished him off with that.
Maybe.
This time Jet is going to... You know, the side of him that's facing Jet would be in shadow. So he's gonna kind of phase up and go and turn up towards the ceiling, all four paws in basically against him when he reappears, and just give a very sharp kick.
He manages you kind of like catch him right in the face, and he somehow grabs you and throws you down to the ground at the same time before he finally collapses with a big wud. Boss, no! Huh? Is the boss dead? Is the boss down? Well, I gotta get out of here. Bye. And the Diglett on the stairs kind of he'll leap back over before
Leap?
trying to head. Yeah, he'll leap. He'll
Yep.
just go like woo!
Get back here, you coward! Ah!
One over here kind of just dips into a hole in the ground, disappearing, while the rat just like what? And the ninja, seeing what's going on, it's just like, I will murder you later, dinosaur. Before he too just like
No!
pops into a hole in the ground and vanishes.
I just throw my glass down the hole.
You didn't even do anything.
Probably.
Didn't you already throw your glass away?
I did. I could throw more.
I thought you threw it
Alright.
all.
The battle has concluded.
There's a broken window upstairs.
You don't have that glass yet.
Yes.
Yet.
Anyway, the battle is concluded. We are at our halfway point in the game, so all of you feel free to take a break. We'll reconvene in about 5 to 10 minutes, and I do mean 5 to 10 minutes, so please don't wait forever.
Preferably
Go
closer to the
get your
5.
food. Yeah, go get your food, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to do. I'll see you back here in a bit.
Alright. Time to turn off.
Okay, so
Jet is down to 1 HP.
Argus is down to 2.
I think most of us are down to 2. And then I think I'm at 3, so I think I might have the
Yeah? You're the
Yeah.
one with the highest.
yes.
Hey, I can make rocks float. Pointy rocks.
We are on break time.
Stretching.
Is not.
I know.
Is not
Yes, we are on break, so go step away. You got 5 minutes.
I don't have anything to do.
Stretch. Get off your chair and start stretching.
I would rather not stand up anymore today.
Fair enough.
Stretch your arms at least.
I can do that like at any time if I'm sitting.
Do it again.
Also, it's too cold to have my arms outside of my blanket. Zim keeps the house at like below freezing.
Or maybe it's just because you are more susceptible to the cold.
Nah, house is kept below freezing. Oh, my heater works again. Oh, thank God. It's been broken the past few days.
Uh-oh. I'm glad it's working again.
Yeah, I need it. I've been freezing.
Yeah.
More.
I got hit with toast.
What? Toast is yummy.
Oh, I'm going to have words about what I am learning after the session.
Oh, well, you're what?
It, I I find this exceedingly stupid.
You're saying a lot of things, but not giving much information.
I know. I'm being slightly vague.
No, you're being entirely vague.
Yes.
Okay. Apparently, in 1.0 Pokerole, or 1.x, or it is, whatever we're using, if you declare single action, you receive extra dice for your accuracy roll?
But that doesn't make much sense.
I don't understand 1.0. I'm more of a 2.0 person.
Where does it
I
say
understand
that?
nothing.
It says this on page 52. It's...
Okay. So. Oh. Oh. Huh. Interesting. That could be a good strategy if you don't have a lot you can do with your turn. Or if you have one specific move you just really need to go off.
It's exceedingly complex.
I don't think it's really that complex. It's just... It's more like, oh, you're... Whereas other people can choose to take multiple actions and then they just lose a little bit of stuff every time they take the extra actions, then you just, oh, I'm going to do one thing, and you get a bonus. So
I have to say I like that because it's like, well, you're literally putting yourself at a disadvantage by not choosing to take extra actions.
It makes sense.
Though
and
it
such.
depends, because like, if you don't take the extra action, you're opening up more availability for you to potentially dodge.
I mean, all of that comes up later in the turn anyways. So if you choose to dodge between the end of your turn and when you get your extra action, you know, you still have those available to you. It just means you don't actually take your extra action.
Just with less dice.
And this is how multi-action's supposed to work. You get a -2 immediately, which I dislike.
I'm not fond of the multi-action system altogether, personally.
Fair. I like how they do it in the 2.0 version, where it's if this is your first action, you need 1 success. If this is your second action, you need 2 successes. And so on. Up to say 5. Evasion or clash, you just need to roll normally and beat it. Still counts as, like, you know, kind of doing an action.
The system
So if it was...
barely makes sense to me.
I agree.
Like, as far as the whole accuracy system, it's like, okay, I need to roll to get 1 success, and that means I hit. Like, why?
It's like rolling. I think it's trying, quote unquote, rolling for, I don't know, crit chance. Don't get me started into critical hits in this version.
But for
I was just gonna say there is the fact that in this specific system, you're rolling the amount of dice for your accuracy to say if it's a buff, you hit. If you get 1, I think is how that works. But if you're doing an attack, there's not a guarantee that you'll be able to actually hit with just 1, because then they have the option to dodge, you know, evade or clash. So
except that the multi-action does not affect the damage dice; it only affects the accuracy.
well, yes, but at the same time, your chances of hitting something, the more times you do something in a round, do get lessened. And so, with the multi-action penalty for every action after, I don't agree with it being a negative at the first of the actions, but every action after makes kind of sense, because after you've taken 1 action, an enemy could theoretically kind of read what you're planning to do based on how your body is moving and how you're looking at things, etc. The damage you do won't necessarily be lessened by somebody knowing, oh, hey, they're going to hit, because if you still hit, you're still doing the same thing you were going to do if you just did it once. And so it's like, oh, well, the damage makes sense. The ability to hit something, that's a little, you know, different. It's like, I play Pathfinder 2nd edition. They have you can take 3 attack actions in a turn if you want. But every time you take an attack action, your accuracy so when you roll the dice to hit, you take a negative. My character that I'm playing right now has a +11 to hit on his first attack. I think it's -5 for the second attack, and then -10 total for the third and thereafter. So if you have things that let you attack multiple times, like a monk being able to flurry of blows once and then use the rest of their actions for attacks as well, your third and fourth action, or any more you can take somehow, will just be at a -10 as well, because it would not make too much sense to just keep adding on to the negatives at that point, or you just literally might not be able to even hit anything. But and it makes sense to me, because your damage is kind of variable in general in most games like that, but your enemy can literally just be looking at you, and if you're just focusing on them, they're going to be like, hey, you're about to attack again, and I can see it by how your stance is. So Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be a little more prepared. Because if my monk is going up at you, and he's taking one attack, and you can tell the second one's coming just by how he's how his body's moving. So to me, it makes sense. It's just I don't know how that they implemented it in this very well with the all the way they put bonuses and negatives and such, but it makes sense to me.
Yeah, I'm getting this. I think we're all kind of on board that, and I know this is kind of already an intention for the new system that's being developed, but I think we definitely need to make combat pretty straightforward. And I think there's some points that, like Arzadeh, I know you were commenting earlier in our chat discussion about hey, in theory, should you be able to reduce the damage to 0 from your resistances and defense and stuff?
Yeah, because if you have an extremely tanky Pokemon, you have to have super effective moves, or else it's like, what? You resist our attacks because you have the literal best typing. You are extremely defensive. None of us has super effective moves. What can we do against you? Punch you with strike?
Get creative.
Yeah,
That's
but the obviously the discussion is that it's a tricky thing that goes both ways, because we might come against a really tanky mon that's even even a super effective move might not be strong enough. I think it's a big minimum damage there, but yeah.
If I read it correctly, the move has to deal at least 1 damage before the super effect can take place. I want to double check that, but there's so many things about this that I'm getting mixed up, and it's not as simple as I've done with, say, Dungeons and Dragons 5e. I'm bringing that up, and that's because it's how I know it. It's really simple and streamlined.
I could argue so much on that, but they did make it simple enough for a lot of beginners. There's for tabletop systems to learn 5e. It's not the easiest one. I know a few others that are much easier, but they did make it simple enough. But
well, that's the point, right? You can't have players if nobody's actually willing to play your game.
Yeah.
Which means you have no one to sell stuff to.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of things that playing other systems has, and then looking back at 5e has made me be like, why the hell are they doing that in this? Because 5e has some things that are that makes some sense, and then a lot of others that are I don't know about that one, Chief.
Okay, to be fair, I didn't do a whole lot of tabletop stuff, so
yeah. Just the more experience you get, the
everyone back?
more you have.
Roll call?
I'm ready.
Arzadeh.
I'm here.
I think it's everyone then.
Yep.
I am everyone.
So, for the record, the apartment is currently at 75 degrees Fahrenheit. It is not,
nice.
in
That's
fact, freezing.
below freezing.
Leave it at the door. Let's continue. All right. The fight is now ended. You can see the slumped bodies of the Diglets kind of scattered around. What do you all do?
Jet is checking on Ethan.
No, so you correctly identified him.
Dart's going to glance around briefly, see everyone's kind of standing, and run upstairs.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
starting with Ethan. Ethan is kind of panting as he wobbles on his little legs. You can clearly see that he's got a great big cut on his side that he's profusely dripping blood from. He kind of looks up at you, Jet, and he just goes, I did my best. Oh.
Yeah, you did great. Jet is going to take the scarf that he got and try and wrap it around the wound.
The little rat just kind of flinches at the touch. And he just sort of like collapses onto the ground as you try to wrap it around him. And he passes out.
Jet's going to do his best to continue working on that. Doing his best to make sure that, you know, he's going to try and stop the bleeding somehow.
All right. What I need you to roll then is a vitality contest perform. Or actually, vitality survival perform, please.
Oh.
I would have thought nature, but
In that case,
And because
one
you're
more
performing.
die. 3.
Perfect. You are able to tie the scarf around the wound and tie it, and you can see that the flow of blood has now stopped.
Just
moving
gonna
on
just-
upstairs. What's up?
Oh. Jet's gonna just kind of slump next to Ethan tiredly. Kind of curling up protectively around Ethan.
All right.
I would like for Azurith to follow after seeing Dart rush past him. He also thinks that Ethan and Doc are upstairs, not knowing that Ethan is downstairs. That's how I see it.
I
Yeah.
kind of saw it similar to, like, kind of like, the quick glance of, like, okay, like, people are still standing, and Ethan, if Dark got a glance of him, standing at the time.
You can see that the trail of blood continues to go up the stairs, through the hallway, and into the room with the secret room. There does not appear to be anything else up there.
Azurith slowly, also limply, because he got hurt. What, on the shoulder? Or was it?
Yeah, on the shoulder.
Okay, yeah, he limply follows.
Yeah, Dart's just going to be making pace up to the attic, trying to find Doc and Ethan.
Okay. Jolene, what are you up to?
Jolene kind of calming down after knocking the one little hellion out. Is following upstairs trying to help find Doc and Ethan, because I don't think she would have noticed Ethan downstairs. But because she's really worried about Doc. If they did that to Ethan, she can only imagine what they did to Doc. And for Doc not to have dealt with them, Doc seems pretty tough in her own rights to Jolene. There we go.
As you all kind of like file into the room with the secret room, you notice just a scene of just carnage. The furniture has been thrown all over the place. There are various different tunnel rats just sort of like scattered all over. Many of them looking very much the worse for wear. You can see Doc standing in the middle of it all, kind of just panting. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm glad to see that you all are home. It seems we had a little evasion while you all were gone. All in total, you can count about 10 to 15 of the tunnel rats scattered about upstairs.
Go, Doc.
Yep.
Doc, are you okay? Is Ethan okay?
I'm fine. But I think Ethan's not. He came into the room being followed by a horde of these things. And as I was taking care of them, he suddenly decided to go down the chimney. I think he said that he had heard that one of his friends was in trouble and went to go help. Oh dear. Did you see him down there? He was very badly hurt. I need to see him immediately.
Let's make haste. It all happened very fast. Immediately turn tail, pitter patter back out the room.
Azurith tries to walk backwards. Probably stumbling over himself, like, Zoc's okay, lay out.
And Doc will kind of follow after.
Argus is just like sitting on the rug, kind of pouting, whimpering with his cut on his chest.
As you all go downstairs, you can see that the bodies that you had left there are gone now. It seems they had been taken while you all were occupied with one thing or another.
Okay. Go closer. Check on both Jet and Ethan.
Yeah, Dar's gonna be running down like, Jet, Ethan.
As soon as Doc sees Ethan, she kind of scurries over to his side. Oh, no, oh dear. And you can immediately see that she seems to be in a little bit of a panic. This is not good. I think they managed to get to something important inside of him, an important organ. She points over to Jolene. Please get my tools from my room if you can.
I did what I could.
And you did very well. Unfortunately, this is beyond all of your skills. This is something that I will have to take care of. If we don't do this soon, I'm afraid Ethan might die. She begins to unwrap your scarf. The bleeding resumes again, but it's at a lower pace, and it seems it had maybe congealed just a bit. And she carefully and tenderly, utilizing very sensitive flowers that she has managed to grow, kind of pries apart a bit of the wound so she can see inside. Oh dear, that's just what I expected. They managed to get his liver. If we don't manage to seal this up, then unfortunately that poison's going to spread through his body.
Poison?
Yes, liver contains a lot of poisons on the inside of it. It's what helps to keep your body free, but if it's ever punctured, then unfortunately the poison has to go somewhere.
Where can we help?
There's not much any of you can do right now, other than make sure that this house is free of those vermin. And she points over at Amos and Arzadeu. We'll assume Amos is in here. I need you two to get a pot of hot water going immediately. Use some snow if you have to, but it has to be hot. In order for me to begin working with this, we have to sterilize the wound as best we can. Do we have any fire juice left?
Azurith tries to think off the top of his head, but he cannot remember. I'll go look. We'll go look. And he will hurriedly head off to the kitchen with Amos to go try to find.
Was there any of the fire berries left after Jet made the
Not
ink?
fire berries, fire juice.
Alcohol.
Oh.
Oh, Amos would know what that is, probably.
I don't think so. I don't think there's any left after Amos.
No,
Amos is... Go ahead.
We did have some left in one of the bottles of the the strong water, as we called it at one point, because Jolene took the thing and put it up really high so that we couldn't get to it. Well, most of you couldn't get to it.
That's true. I remember that.
Yes, because she didn't want any of y'all getting into that again, because it made Amos pass out.
So I will say to Amos, like, just look around. Maybe it's someplace where they didn't get up high or something. I can't jump right now.
Yeah, and
Amos just does
Jolene-
like one of those little like point dogs at the alcohol.
Ah,
He has a good sniffer.
He's
He can
developed a
sniff out
taste.
alcohol.
Know how they say you got to put a dog down when they get you a taste for blood? Well, in this case, we just have to keep the alcohol away from Amos because he's developed a taste for it.
Yeah. Okay. Is Jolene able to get the tools easily enough, or are they?
They're wrapped
scattered?
up nice and tight, like they're meant to be on the move.
Okay. Then Jolene's gonna get those and start bringing them back at post haste. So, boop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Wow, my mouse is being a little weird. Yeah. And then she's not
Doc
gonna
kind
waste no
of
time.
Yeah, Doc grabs the tools, and you can see that she begins cleaning around the wound as best she can. August,
Yes.
go help them go get some snow from outside.
Oh, okay. Or it's just
Or-
running out.
But they went the other way.
that's it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Azurith will tell Amos to get the fire, water, liquid, juice from up high, while he goes grabs the pot.
Jet, go ahead and keep that fire going strong. Get some wood from outside if you need to. Break down that tree. We have to keep the fire going.
He will head out to the back and start breaking down the tree as much as he can.
Okay. Jolene, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask for your assistance on this one. Are you peckish?
I don't believe so, dear.
I'm going to need you to hold the wound open when it comes time so I can properly work.
Of course, darling.
And finally, she turns over to Dart. Dart? I'm going to have to ask you to try and see if you can find any more of those vermin around. I can hear them in the walls still and the floor. I don't think this location's safe anymore, and they might pop back up at any time.
Dart will nod and be like, yell if you need me. I'll do a sweep.
Okay. Intense music, go.
And Dart's just gonna start in the corner. He's gonna actually start beating his paws against the wall.
Just like listening for hollow.
Yep, listening for sounds.
Oh, what? How exactly are you beating against the wall?
I don't want to do the tap tap tap. It's like
Is it
Two
more like a
taps.
bap bap bap?
2 taps? Okay.
the two taps, just like
I was gonna say, like, if you start doing that, we might cause a small panic here.
it's like it just like you just go just like tap tap tap. It's like, oh no,
Everyone
have I
in
done?
the house freezes.
including Dart. He's like, oh no, I didn't do that, but no, just bap bap, just.
He's so traumatized by the sound, he just like freezes up himself. It's like, wait, I did that.
Yeah.
All right, so everyone, you're on your tasks. We'll start with Jet. Jet, go ahead and roll me a 1d6. I'll determine how many logs you're able to collect. 4. You are able to collect 4 logs.
He will rush them in and stick them in the fire.
Okay. The fire is kind of dead, though, and it being broken up by Ethan as he fell down probably didn't help much at all. You do notice that the grate on the inside has also been damaged. You can probably assume, because the way it's fallen out, you can kind of assume that the part of it stuck to the wall had been pried out, possibly by the tunnel rats as they were digging through the walls of the home.
Jet is going to be gathering up all of the embers. He doesn't really care about them burning him a bit right now. He's just trying to get everything into the fireplace. He only adds 1 log for now until he can, get everything situated. And then he's going to use Nuzzle to try and spark a light in there.
Nuzzle. All right. Argus and Azurith. You both do manage to collect about a handful, an armful of snow each. What do you do with it?
Bring
Put
it
it in a-
inside.
Azurith put it in the pot that he grabbed before heading outside.
I'm just
Okay.
bringing it straight to Doc.
Actually, on second thing, he probably would use the bucket like one would do with getting water.
Okay.
And then after that, he would go and drag the pot inside, or push it inside.
Okay.
Drag then push.
Doc
The-
kind of glances over at you, Argus, and it's just like, I need you to take that to the others so they can melt it.
Oh, okay. Over by the fire. Okay. Wait, no. We need to melt it into a pot. Okay. Running to the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just launched myself.
Got some snow in there. You've got some wood. How's the patrol going, Seda?
All right. After clearing the initial wall, Darts is gonna return to the other side very quickly.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me our favorite roll ever. Insight Survival Alert, please. You can hear them. They're in the tunnels below, whispering to themselves.
Oh my god, how many successes?
They managed to beat the first wave. Yeah, but we've got plenty of us.
I think we strike in 1 hour after we regroup, and those of us who have been wounded are brought back up.
1 hour. Got it.
And you can just hear them all kind of like giggling to each other. They know that all of you are kind of on your last legs, more or less.
All right. Dart's going to tiptoe over to Doc and Jolene. We have 1 hour to get this done and get out of here.
Don't know if we're going to have enough time then. This wound, it's going to take at least 3 hours to finish with. I've got to make sure that there's no other nicks on the liver.
Understood.
I think the best thing that we can do is start preparing to go. We'll work on the way if we have to.
Can you work on the Pogo, or do you need a larger one?
We're going to need the larger one. I need plenty of space for my tools.
Okay. Do you think we can use the space across the road temporarily to finish the job and then get out of here?
Judging by the way these vermin are working, I don't know if they're going to give us that time.
I'll talk to Argus. And Dot's going to pitter patter over to the kitchen.
Okay.
Do you want to give anyone else a chance, or do you want to just continue the scene?
I say just continue the scene unless anyone has something important they want to say.
Yep. Like. Argus, we need that pull go ready.
It's not finished yet.
How soon do you think it can be finished, or at least
Uh,
working?
It's about half done. I just need to get more wood, the nails, and I could use some help supporting it so we can make the put the wood together.
I can do my best to help. If we all finish helping Dog, we can help faster. Of course, we'll need your guidance.
Yep. Dart's gonna turn to Amos. Like, Amos, get that boiling water to Doc as soon as it's ready.
He points at the water.
Is the water ready?
No. All right. What are you up to, Jet?
He is stoking the fire.
All right. Roll me a. I know we're having a roll for this. Roll me a special survival nature. Oh yeah, you get that fire lit.
Woo! I mean, he was using his nozzle for it.
Yeah, this was just to kind of determine whether or not you were able to place the wood correctly, whether you were able to remember to put in tinder, that sort of stuff. All right, so the fire's burning bright in the fireplace. Amos is doing his best to heat up the pot of snow.
Jet's going back
What are
out
the
for
rest of you
more
doing?
wood. He
How
hasn't
long would
been
that
told.
fire last?
Long enough.
It's like, no, Jet, don't go too far. Dart's gonna turn to Amos. Just need more wood.
Yeah, we could take apart the things if we're just leaving right after this.
We're leaving right after this.
Oh, okay.
Argus, you're in charge. Tell us what to do. What do we need to grab you? And you work your magic.
Okay. First we should head up to my Pogo.
Bring it down here.
I'm gonna need help bringing it down.
Alright, let's go.
Then we'll help.
Whoops! I picked up Dart and threw him.
And thus they head upstairs.
Dart, as they're running up, Dart's just gonna be like, I want it down there because as soon as it's done, we are putting Ethan in and we're going.
Okay.
Right, Jolene?
Yeah.
I don't think they were able to find any fire water. Do you happen to know where it might be?
Yes, darling. I will be right back.
Okay.
Wait, am I
And she's
supposed to be-
going to putter,
I don't
putter,
know.
putter, 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 grab, putter, 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 give.
And she kind of immediately pours on the wound, and you can feel Ethan flinch under you.
Yeah.
And he's just like, good. The wound is now clean. We're going to have to clear the space of blood, though, in order to get anything more from it. So we'll say in probably about like another 5 minutes, this boiling water will be done. Jet, go ahead and roll your 1d6 to figure out how much wood you get.
All right.
You are able to grab 5 logs.
Yes. Bringing them back in.
Okay. Doc kind of looks up at you. Good. I think that'll be plenty of wood for now. You're going to have to go ahead and start getting us prepared to leave, if you can. From my understanding, we only have an hour left. I need you to grab blankets, clothing, food, anything that you can, and start getting it ready.
All right. He'll leave the logs there and rush upstairs and start grabbing all that.
Okay.
I have a question related to
What?
Doc. Does Doc look badly injured?
She's got some scrapes and bruises, as well as a couple of knife cuts on her. But by and large, she looks much better than Ethan.
Yes.
Like, she didn't get through her fight unscathed, I'll say that much.
Yeah. I was kind of just wondering if she's like near the bloodied stage, or if she's like, I'm using D&D terms. I don't know why, but if you'd say she's like obviously would be very bad off, or if she's better than most of us.
I'll say she probably looks like she's lost about half her HP.
Okay. Yeah, I ask because I've been trying to think about this, but I think if it's okay with you, I would like to try to use Milk Splash for the alternate effect, the willpower effect, as Jolene gets more and more concerned for Doc and Ethan, and then starts bubbling in a bit of anxiety.
You can try.
Let us see if I can get the third success needed. And I don't know if if I need to roll the accuracy to hit. Yeah, it would be the same as a buff, I'd assume.
Yeah.
But let's see if I can actually succeed at the thing. When it counts, I cannot.
It's unfortunate. You got a lot of anxiety going on, but nothing comes of it.
Yep, not at this moment.
Jolene, I can see that you're anxious. I'm going to need you to calm down as best you can. We're dealing with a patient here now. Every little movement could be the difference between life and death.
Yeah, Jolene kind of just was like, she kind of doesn't nod, but she starts to stop the little ripples and the bubbling, as if she kind of, you can hear like the equivalent of a deep breath, but it sounds kind of bubbly because it's Jolene. But,
That's like,
yeah.
oh.
Yeah, and then she's just kind of slowly calming down. There's still a little bit of bubbling, but like most of her is more calm now, while she's trying to hold it together.
Okay. What are y'all doing upstairs?
Okay, so my Polgo currently looks like this, and Argus is going to like start moving papers around, trying to show what he wants to make it look like, using the papers as a little diagram on the floor. We need to add wood on the bottom to make it flat so that it could go over the snow. And then if we add the wood like this, then we'll be able to ramp up the snow. Currently, it's just the 2 barrels, and the snow will get caught in the center and make it really hard to move.
Okay, let's get down here. You tell us where you want things.
We need to get those planks off of these boxes, and we need the nails out of them. The sharp, pointy metal things.
Can the frame be taken down by one mon, or?
Yeah. You just take one plank off, you place it
Well,
down
no,
with the pointy boards down, and then you stand on it, and they come out.
I'm asking about the entire frame of the Polgo. The barrels.
The frame looks like it's going to be a 2-person job.
Okay. Argus, you start taking the planks off. Azurith, let's carry this frame down.
All right. I'll push. And he'll start pushing. Pushing.
Argus is getting as many planks off. He'll take the nails off when he gets to the bottom.
All right.
Or
Give
when
me a
he.
1d6.
Oh no. Oh no. My worst roll.
Here.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Well, you can get about 5 planks.
Oh, I'm gonna need a lot more planks. Argus starts running to bring them down before he'll have to run back up to get more. So it would have been easier to do it up there.
So, top of the hour, we're out of here. And we're not dragging you down the steps at that time.
All right, Jet, what you got?
He is going through all of the blankets and everything, anything that looks remotely good, good condition at a glance. He's not spending a lot of time, but he is grabbing everything that looks at least somewhat durable, I think would probably be the best term. And he's just
That's not a bad
yanking
term.
it off and... Huh?
I said that's not a bad term.
Yeah. Like, he just pulls it off this bed, probably watching the others carry that down before he drops it over the railing and goes to the next room and just kind of repeats that process, room by room, probably even grabbing this rug, if he can.
Okay. Yep, the rug seems like it's all right. I mean, it's a rug, but it's still got some fibers. Go ahead and roll me the 1d6, and we'll find out how many useful materials you're able to find. You're able to find 5 useful materials. We can say 2 of them are blankets, 1's a rug, 2 are miscellaneous items of your discretion.
Pillows.
Okay, you are able to find 2 serviceable pillows.
Having some extra cushion probably wouldn't be a bad idea with the, if we're about to be, running for the pull go. Don't exactly want Ethan getting treated only to crack his skull because we hit a bump and
That's true.
went up and back down.
All right. So the boat's now down, or the push go is now at the bottom. There's 5 planks
Basically
right
a
next to
land
it.
boat.
It's going to require at least 11 to fix.
Arzy, you're breathing into your
Fixed?
mic.
It was broken.
Second.
It was broken.
No, it just needs 11 to fully repair, like to fully get going.
Okay. Argus is going to. Okay, we need more planks. Go back up and grab as much as you can. I'll start trying to.
We'll do.
Yep.
And he's gonna start using the planks he has, doing the whole set them down, sit on it to get the nails out, then and then start putting them on like the little snow tracks on the bottom, the little ramp things going up so they can go. He's basically building the boat.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me to start building the boat. Here's hoping you're successful. We'll do a dexterity. What was it? Contest perform? I think that's what I had it.
Contest perform. Oh god.
All right.
That's not
Progress
bad.
on the boat continues. You're about halfway done building the boat. You'll
The
need 2
pole
more
go
rolls.
Oh,
Yeah, the
no.
push go or pull go. You'll need at least 2 more successes with the required materials to finish it.
Well, luckily, there just happens to be a pile of 5 logs right over there.
I think the planks work better because they're already refined. And logs are just sticks for burning.
All right, Jolene, you're going to have to make a vitality, survival, nature. Doc is asking you to clean the wound.
You said vitality, survival, nature. Ooh.
Yep, the boiling water's been brought over. She's now depending on you to clean the wound as best you can. Good luck.
Yep.
You are successful. You are able to dab around the wound with a rag, and the blood slowly begins to clear. And Doc, as she kind of peers into the wound, she just goes, "Uh-huh, I found it." And you can also clearly see what appears to be a cut across the liver that is slowly seeping an unknown liquid as well as blood. And Doc immediately takes out her tools and she begins to work with it. All right, what are you all up to?
Dart's back up in the attic. Yeah, getting more planks as instructed by Argus.
All right, go and roll me a 1d6.
Jet is also still just gathering as many materials as he can. Unless he has actually grabbed everything.
Azurith is helping Dart.
Okay, Dart, you managed to get 6. Go ahead and roll 1d6 as well. Jet. Oh, you all are rolling very well. You're able to find 5 more items of miscellaneous properties that you may work with.
Probably 2 more blankets, 2 more pillows, and...
What about the pool room?
I'm trying to see what's in there that he thinks might be useful to at least... Oh, there's some rope sitting there. Did we already take that?
I want to say no.
Well then, he'll take that rope.
Okay, rope's taken. Parsi, we can hear you.
Wait, I'm still...
Yes, we're still hearing you breathe.
I'm gonna go take a small break to calm myself down.
All right, so you got 6 more planks. You've gotten 5 more items. What are y'all up to?
I'm carrying those planks back down. If they're not enough, I'm going back up for more.
Okay, you're able to
Jet's
plop the 6
bringing-
planks down. You need 7 more at this point.
More planks.
Jet's bringing down the...
Yeah, because you needed 11.
But 6 plus 7 is 13.
Oh, 5 more then.
So let me know when you want me to roll the next 1d6.
Go ahead and roll whenever you want. Go ahead, Jet. What are you saying?
He's just bringing everything down, getting it gathered up. He's going to go to the kitchen next and try to find anything that he might be able to take that could be useful food-wise in particular.
Yep, everything's been scattered around. Who knows what they were able to get into, what they didn't get into. Hopefully you're able to find something.
No
Roll a
racing?
1d6. Oh, looks like you were able to find quite a bit there, Jet. As for Dart, unfortunately, you find that the boxes are giving you a lot of trouble. And it takes you probably about another, 10 minutes just to pry one plank off. Jet, you were able to find 1 bag of rice, and some scattered fruits and vegetables, amounting to 4.
All right. He's gonna take everything that he's getting and load it into the original Pulgo. Probably grabbing one of the blankets and using it to kind of line the thing to keep keep things from moving, falling out and such.
Get out of my head.
All right, go ahead and roll me a thing on the. What was it? Dexterity survival. Or dexterity contest perform for the push go. Or pull go.
Whoa!
Okay, you're able to make a little bit more progress. One more successful roll with the materials required should be enough.
Oh, I thought that was me needing to do that.
No, that's for a push go.
All right. Oh, the blood is starting to seep in again. Jolene, go ahead and make your roll.
That was vitality survival nature?
Yep, you got it.
Okay. Yeah, 3.
Success. You are able to keep the wound cleared of blood. And Doc, she examines down. It's like, Dad, they're able to. They managed to get another cut right there. Do you see it? She kind of shows the little cut to you. I'm glad that you were able to clear the blood, okay, or you might have missed that one. And she immediately gets to work. The fire is crackling nearby, keeping the room hot and warm. It's helping to keep the small rat from going truly into shock. All right. 1d6 for the planks. Hopefully you're able to get enough for the last few.
Boom.
You are successful in getting the last amount of planks that you need to complete the pull go.
Bye. I'm gonna rush the planks down to Argus.
Okay, Argus, go ahead and make your roll.
Oh, please don't fail me now.
It's just not enough. You're able to make a little bit of progress, but you'll need to roll at least one more one in order to, or one more success to get it.
Dart's gonna ask, do you need a paw, or can I go help elsewhere?
You can help elsewhere.
Okay.
I just need to get this little bit done. I should be able to manage. I hope.
Jet is moving the other Pulgo out into the front.
Okay.
Were you passing by Argus and Dart when that happened? Dart's gonna flag you down, but like, do you need a paw?
Probably to get it down out there.
Let me help you.
You can see now that you're heading outside that the light above is fading fast. What had previously been a sunset has now turned into twilight. It probably would only be at least another 15 or half hour before darkness truly takes the land.
How long do we have left?
You all have been working on this for about 40 minutes.
Oh boy, we gotta pick up the pace. Dart's gonna help Jet carry the Pulgo down.
Okay. You are able to get the Pulgo down onto the ground, and it being laden with supplies is ready to be moved.
All right.
He's gonna go back in and try to grab more supplies, bringing Dart with him. More food if he can.
Yeah. Dart's actually just gonna quickly go upstairs and
actually
on.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Dart's gonna go upstairs and make sure that he has all the supplies that are in his inventory accounted for, and just do a pass around the upper floors.
When you go to head up, Argus is going to ask, hey, can you grab as many of the tools in the back area as you can? I don't know what all of them do, but some of them are really useful.
Okay, Dart's gonna nod. He's gonna go verify he has his inventory, and then he's going to go to the tools and grab whatever he can.
Okay, you grab a handful of tools. We'll say probably numbering about 4, which is honestly probably generous considering the fact you don't have thumbs.
Jet is, I was gonna say, Jet is also, he's also going to be grabbing, all of his stuff that he has and is written down in his inventory, preparing that, as well as anybody else's stuff that he sees, and bringing
My
them out
squiggle.
to put them into the into the Polko.
As you pass by, Doc simply states over to you, Jet, please, can you get my book? It should be on my desk in there. We cannot forget about it.
Yes.
Thank you. And she goes back to resuming her work.
Grab that.
Jolene,
he is basically packing everything in there and using the rope. He'll wait until everything's in there, it's as packed as he can get it, and then tie it closed with the rope that he grabbed.
Jolene, go ahead and clean this one more time so I can start stitching up. We're not quite done yet, but this is the best I can do in short notice.
What's done?
Like that, you're cleaning it with milk.
I feel like it's that Jolene's like kind of absorbing some of the blood, and then just ripping it back out with her other
Really?
nubbly.
Jolene turning red with rage.
I mean, there's a reason why Dog asked you to help.
Yeah, because
All right.
Jolene can just be a siphon.
You are successful. You're able to remove some of the blood around, and Doc immediately gets to stitching up the wound as best she can. All right, last one. Go ahead and make that roll for the final success.
Oh,
I got 2 1s.
Unfortunately, it's not enough. You all can hear sounds coming from beneath the ground. One of the creatures pops out of the ground with a knife in hand. He seems to have like a little bandana kind of tied around him, and he looks over at you. Hey, they're trying to escape. They must know. All right, go ahead and roll for initiative.
Sorry, my mood's dropped. Nothing. Goodbye.
Okay, I believe I rolled a 5 for mine.
Oof.
Jolene?
I rolled a total of 7.
Dart?
11.
Argus?
9.
Azurith?
10.
Argus, I need you to roll a 1d6.
1d6.
Roll again.
I miss. Not enough ale.
Okay. There is a reroll for the party from Panth. Thank you.
Oh, very nice.
If only we had that earlier.
Oh, and I will say, Jet, you were able to find a little yellow ball while you were looking for supplies, and something compelled you to bring it along.
Okay.
Okay. Dart, you first. And you can continue doing your tasks. You don't have to necessarily engage the fight. It's just that the hour has just about eclipsed, and this one must be a scout that's popped up.
Dart's going to multi-action. He's going to do a mud slap at the scout, and he's going to pellet shot either the scout or anyone else who pops up. He's going to try to give Argus time to finish.
Okay. Go ahead. All right. The scout will try to dodge. He is successful.
Wow!
Freaking whack-a-mole.
All right. Anything else you're doing?
Outside of like doing the pellet shot, he's just going to be looking around, just kind of figure out, okay, well, what needs to be done to get Ethan on this pull go and out of here. And right now, what's running his mind is buy them time.
Yes. She's currently sent Amos actually off to go grab a sheet real quick in order to roll Ethan on it so that he can be carried. All right, Azurith, your turn.
Is he?
He's currently muted.
Azurith goes and grabs the tent from upstairs.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot
that
that was a
will-
thing.
Uh-huh.
We have a tent?
We have a tent.
You do now. But yeah, there was a tent upstairs, and nobody ever really messed around with it.
No,
I'm guessing
because
you're going to spend this fight kind of deconstructing it.
Oh,
That was deconstructed
it's-
already.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no. Wait, did we deconstruct it?
Yeah, y'all started to. I don't remember if you succeeded in fully deconstructing it, but I do remember somebody mentioned they were going to start trying to.
I honestly don't remember that, so as far as I'm concerned, it's still constructed.
Same here. It's constructed last I checked. After that, we went outside to go deal with the circus. So, yes, I would like to deal with this fight deconstructing it. I would like to have done that for a while now, but
All right, we'll have you
Moonshine.
spend the fight to deconstruct it then. Sound good?
yes.
Okay. All right, Argus, it is your turn.
Argus is looking around the thing and then going back to working, like, Dart, please protect me, please protect me, please protect me.
All right, you are able to succeed. After some more hammering, sawing, or however it is you wish to do it, I don't know, bashing it with your head, you eventually manage to get all the remaining pieces into place, and it is ready.
He puts all the pieces into a pile, grabs one of the tools, being a wrench, baps it 3 times, and it suddenly evolves into a pole go.
If only it worked like that.
All right, next one is Jet. What are you up to, Jet?
Is Jet aware of the one in there?
Yeah, you heard a shrill voice as well as the shout.
Okay. Can he see it from here?
You can kind of see it. The Polgo and Argus are kind of in the way, but you can still
Okay.
kind of see it.
Enough that he could throw a charge stone at it.
Are you within range?
Good point. 2, 3, 4. Nope. So he's going to grab a rock, move over to here, and launch it through at it.
All right, go ahead.
That would be...
All right.
Boom!
He is not going to dodge.
So... Strength plus 2, and... It's a rock type, so it doesn't have stab. Strength plus 2 means I roll 4 dice, right?
I believe so.
First time I actually hit something today.
All right. You dealt the minimum of 1 damage.
However, it does have the added chance of paralysis.
Go ahead.
I believe it was 2 dice for that. Nope.
All right. It is Jolene's turn.
Okay. Jolene is just going to be focusing on trying to help Doc with whatever she needs. So, anything Doc tells her to do during this battle, she is just going to be doing that. So,
I think the others have this well in hand. Help me carry Ethan outside.
okay, darling.
All right, and you, I'm assuming you both just kind of grab the sheet.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and make your movement. Doc will just be right behind you.
Yes, it is 2 plus dexterity, so we're going out the front door, right?
That's where the device is. But technically, you don't have to. You could go wherever you want. I don't care.
Yeah. Because, well, wait. Argus just finished the pull go that we're putting Ethan on, so we're going to have to...
The pull go's not outside yet, though.
Yeah.
And there might be a fight inside soon.
Yeah, we're going to have to manage to get both Ethan and the pull go out. But, 1, 2, 3, and just going to go kind of sidestep dart.
I think that might just be a matter of put Ethan on, push pull, go out.
Well, there is also the kind. From what I understand, there's a bit of a drop. So you have to be very careful with a not quite stable patient. But,
All right. It is the enemy's turn. The enemy is just going to look over at Seda or at Dart. He's going to just charge him just while he's going.
I miss.
He
Not
rolls for a
enough
3.
ale.
I won't dodge.
Okay. And he deals 2 damage, which was reduced to a 1 minimum.
Noted.
We have another reroll available.
All right. Enemy's turn is over.
Time
Dart?
for my multi-action pellet shot.
All right, go ahead. Did you just do a pellet shot, though?
What's that?
What's that?
Swing and
0.
miss?
Yeah, your little pellet just kind of goes like and just embeds itself into the staircase.
we do, I believe, have 2 rerolls.
Feel free to use one.
Should I don't think I should be using a reroll on a multi-action like that. I think there's probably some more critical stuff we could be using that reroll for.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Let's wait for the next round. I think we need to be making the next round count.
Yeah, so you
Okay.
are also top of the next round, so.
So I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Multi-action mud slap into pellet shot.
All right, go ahead.
Probably with a bit of movement to start moving out the door.
Well, the enemy's definitely blocking your way on that one. You could squeeze by him if you needed to, but yeah. All right. 3, the enemy will attempt to dodge. He is unsuccessful. Go ahead and
What's
make
that
your hit.
damage?
Three. Oh, very nice. Which is reduced by 1, I believe. Yeah. Because that's a special attack, right?
That is a special attack.
Okay. Yeah, it's reduced to 2. Go ahead and tell me how you take this enemy out.
Start seeing the urgency of the situation as this enemy's charging towards him, putting him bit shakily. He's just going to with all his effort just use the mud slap to push this mole out of the way, clear a path.
Just kind of like
Just slap to the side, probably slap it towards where Doc was staying. Just like, nope.
the enemy crumples to the ground in a just like tangled mess of mud, brown fur, and knife. And blonde, luscious hair.
That somehow is still miraculous.
Oh, it's great.
It's called the hair
All
gel
right.
they put in it.
And then Dart's going to do his movement forward, so 4 tiles because of his movement bonus.
All right. You all can hear movement coming from down below.
We need to get this thing out.
So, are we still in turn order or not until they
Um,
appear again?
Not until they appear again.
Okay.
But I will say you've each got about like, I'll say 2 turns before they pop back up.
Okay. So we should probably still do everything in turn order.
Yeah.
I guess just very quickly, do you want to put Ethan on now, or do you want to get the pull grout and then Ethan on?
Get the pogo out, put him on.
Okay, I'm helping you get the pull grout. You carry Ethan in tow.
And Amos will assumedly be helping. Unless he's
Amos,
just
grab the
pointing
knife
at
from the diglet.
All right, if you all are going to push it outside the door, go ahead and give me a strength roll.
Oh no.
Jet is going to help from outside where he's at.
Not necessary. The minimum was met.
I mean, he's still kind of, helping guy,
Yeah.
but okay.
We don't
What I'm saying is you don't have to roll.
we don't push it out. No. Me and Dart just pick it up and run out.
I like to
Flintstone style it.
Or I'd like to imagine it just be like going down a ski slope where you just see like the sled just like go as like puts a snow fly off. It's just flying off the porch.
And Jet, I mean, you're helping, you're pulling on it, and it just kind of launches forward with you on attached to it.
Jet gets fused into it. He's now our figurehead.
Like this.
All right, your push go, pull go is outside now.
Now. So now Jolene and Doc. Do I have enough movement to just get out there with 2 turns? Or
I mean,
get
can't
to the
you
door?
technically rush in a sense with your action?
Again, unstable.
I
patient.
know, but it's kind of a balance between unstable patient or get stabbed.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's if Doc starts to hurry her along, Jolene will start moving. But unless Doc thinks it's safe, Jolene's not going to try and rush.
Mm-hmm.
Because Jolene takes the expert advice of the literal medic, and the assumption that moving someone who has just been bleeding out is probably not a good, unless you are doing it very carefully. So. Yeah, so,
Doc is just walking at a steady pace,
so
almost like she's trying to balance a cup of water in her hand.
So Do we want to just say we got to the door and it's been 2 turns, or will it
Yeah,
be
you can just say it's been 2 turns unless anyone else
has
wants to do
anything
anything.
Yeah.
If Dart's gonna kind of once the pool goes out, he's gonna go up the stairs, and just cover.
When
Cover?
they
What do you
get to
mean?
the
I mean, like if anyone like he's out, they're in. He wants to make sure that there's no other little gremlins coming up that are going to interrupt with the extradition of our patient.
Gotcha.
He's gonna hold on to that multi-action just in case.
All right. Well, go ahead and give me a insight survival alert. What's up, Arzadeh?
How's the progress on the tent, or is it not?
It's
Long enough.
deconstructed. We can say that you're heading downstairs.
Okay.
Insight survival alert. You said.
Insight survival alert.
Don't fail me now.
You're unsure.
Could I use a reroll on one of those ones?
Yeah.
Is it just 1 die, or is it the whole
It
roll?
is the whole roll.
The whole roll.
Yeah.
You okay with me doing a reroll on this?
I'm
okay with
because
it.
This might be extremely important. So, sounds like a...
Actually, let me double check the wording on it. I think we might have changed it.
Oh.
Well,
Okay, it is the whole roll.
Okay, well the whole roll got the exact same thing. So Dart is he's trying, but he's unsure. He's just kind of like, just like he's metaphorically just like they shakingly there with the loaded gun, just be like
Yep, the sounds are kind of coming from everywhere. In terms of underground, you can't tell they're gonna pop out from outside. You can't tell they're gonna pop out from inside the house. All that you know is that the tunnels are echoing and they seem angry. All right.
I think Argus was saying something at one point too.
Oh, yeah, when they make it through the door, I wanted to try to stealth rock, lay a trap. Basically, if they try to chase us through the door, they'll get hit.
I mean, I don't think that's quite possible.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
All right. We're back in initiative order. Go ahead and start from the top. Jet, what are you up to? Or Dart?
Oof. I mean, I guess just get the run down to the pool go and just get ready to pull it, but also look around just to see wherever they pop up. Make sure the path's clear.
Okay. So you go ahead and roll me another alert then. Inside survival alert. You have rolled a 3. You can clearly point that they are going to be popping up in the room with a blue carpet. You listen down, you can hear that there are about 5 of them, with more on the way beyond that.
Could I use that to influence my actual action, as opposed to running down?
Yeah.
Dart's gonna stay put.
Okay.
I unfortunately can't use my. Right? Is there such a thing as a delayed action?
You could delay your action, but it'll happen after the enemies pop up.
I am okay with that. That's what I want.
About the only thing I can say is you could also do something with, say, the push goal down there. You can assist. You could run away. There are other things that you can do. because there's only realistically about one or two ways that this scenario is going to probably end. I'm sure you all can probably guess what.
We all die or we escape.
Dart's going to assist everyone getting out the door, and he's going to have that be his primary action, and his multi-action will be a mud slap at
Okay.
whatever will come up out of the ground.
Anyone heading out the door on your next turn, you'll have a +1 extra movement.
Awesome.
Woo!
I just imagine just like, Dart like quietly like, move it, people, they're coming up right up there. Move it, move it, move it.
Azurith, it is your turn.
Azurith would take the tent and just run out the door, and if Ethan's not on the Polgo, is he yet?
No. Doc and Jolene were not able to get out there yet. In fact, they are right at the door.
I would like to hold my action.
Sure.
I'm going to want to go after Jolene and wait till after they put Ethan on, as Azurith wants to push the Polgo.
Sounds good. Alrighty. Next one is Argus. What are you up to?
Argus should be outside because he had already pushed the Polgo outside. So he will be, getting ready to pull it by the ropes as soon as everyone's ready. He's just getting it all set up, ready to pull.
Okay. Jet, what are you up to?
Jet is keeping an eye out, but otherwise he is kind of just positioning himself with the first pull go, ready to get going as soon as people are out and ready. But he's basically holding action to help if he needs, if there's anything he can do.
All right. Jolene?
Okay. I'm definitely helping Doc get Ethan out. I was wondering if I am also able to attempt, like I did before, but this time with this time again with more people around and more anxiety happening, to try and use the healing for the milk splash.
You can try. Go ahead and roll to see if you succeed.
Okay. If I could stop clicking off of things so that I can't move my thing, that'd be great. Click. And that should be a success for the thing, because you said 3 or higher when we started.
Yep, it is a success.
And so now I just need to roll at least one success, and I need to use one will. Well, click. And at least one success to be able to actually heal the people around me up to a die roll. I've got 3. Okay, and it is special +1 or 4. That's for damage. It's literally a d6 for the healing, and I can distribute that however. So, how much healing do I have to distribute?
3.
Yeah. Not a grand amount, but that's definitely going to be beneficial. And going to give Dart and Azurith both a healing, and I don't know if I can heal myself. Doc was looking also half health, so Doc will also get a health to make sure that if she gets attacked, it's less likely she'll go down. So,
Okay.
And out the door, you said we have an extra because of Dart helping for the movement?
Yep. He helps you down, which helps to speed you up.
1, 2, 3, 4, and we're a good ways out.
All right. Azurith?
Did you put Ethan on the Polgo yet?
Well,
That is
Yeah, that's actually an important question. Would Doc, once we've got out, been able to
Yeah.
put him on? Okay, so he's
Doc,
on.
Doc and Amos were both able to kind of like pull him over, and he's on the pole go comfortably.
All right then. Azrael will start pushing it.
Or that's more in the polgo.
You drew something that is not necessarily a good representation of where or what size, etc. You don't know how many
It's a
squares
shape.
it takes up, etc., etc.
That's
Not
Anyway.
important. Ethan's in the pole go. You're pushing from behind. All right. See anyone tugging along? Go ahead and give me a strength roll. That includes you, Jet.
Please
Azurith
re-roll
and
one of
Jet.
those.
Yep, you're having some
Oh.
trouble.
At this point, since I was kind of like following, I'd probably be following Azurith out after this. Would I be able to assist in that, or should I wait till the next round?
I'll say you can assist.
May wait, is Jet mute? Is it alright?
I'm here.
Okay. I was concerned you weren't speaking.
Just
Sorry.
strength roll.
Yep.
Also, we do have a reroll, guys.
Yeah.
Dart, why don't you help me with this, and the other 3 can get that one.
Okay, Dart has rolled a 1. Looking at the whole thing, where are you putting your efforts, Dart?
I'm putting my efforts on the one with Ethan on it.
Okay. Then that one has 2. It is able to move. Jet is currently stalled. The snow is built up around his. He's not able to move.
Wait. Who's on whose again? I got lost.
Jet is on his, on the first push go, or pull go. Everyone
Smaller
else is
one.
on the other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Azrael would get off the one that everyone else is on and go help Jet.
Probably since we now have the momentum going on R1.
Yeah. If
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
And he's gonna put will into this, mustering all his might to push it.
Okay.
Puts him down at 2 will, and that is 2 successes.
Very nice. Alrighty. Slowly, steadily, the push goes, pull goes begin to make fraction of an inch forward. The snow building up around their bases before finally the ramps down below serve their purpose and both begin to slide easily along the white powdered ruin. Behind you all, you can hear exclamations of surprise and anger as the tunnel rats pop out of their various little holes and begin to shout for, "Where are they?" Unsure of where you all had gone. As the sun finally dips its last golden rays below the horizon and the land plunges into darkness, you all escape along the street. That is the end of today's session.
Oh my god.
Hell of a session you put on tonight, Rygon.
Oh, thank you.
yes. Oh.
All right. We'll do our quick round robin. I do know we went over time, so I do apologize to my players who need to be getting to bed. So we'll go with you first, and then if you wish to dip out, you certainly can. Lyndon, something you like, something you felt could have been improved, burning thought or idea.
I'm going to start with my burning thought or idea, because this is something that I was wondering whenever I was originally going to heal Doc, and I am wondering, I was thinking, would it have done good for Ethan had I succeeded at that point on doing the healing with the little things? since it would have possibly been able to put some good healing, like points, like HP wise, into them. Or
I'd
would
say
it have?
yours is more like an energy drink. It isn't going to necessarily heal those kind of wounds, but it can be enough to put adrenaline in you to keep you to go past the minor stuff.
Yeah, that was my idea, because it's like, would that have helped, or would it have actually hurt the situation? Because it's like, depending on how that everything works, could have went good, or it could have went and caused some problems.
Yeah. I don't think it would have hurt, but it probably wouldn't have helped as much as you had hoped.
Yeah. As for what I liked, I actually quite liked the being able to like help Doc with helping heal Ethan, because it's like Jolene has got a unique capability of doing some certain things when it comes to medical things, because she can literally just kind of take stuff into herself and expel it when it comes to like liquids, because they can just kind of meld with her, because she's mostly liquid, and then she can just kind of drip it out. So that was quite nice, because that I was worried a couple times, because I'm not necessarily good with those rolls, but at the same time it's like, well, you gotta trust in Jolene. Gotta trust. I'm not sure what really could be improved that isn't literally just an issue with the system itself. Because I think we brought up the issues that I had too earlier, or it was just more like how they implement certain things in this system is not necessarily the most logical or best way to do it. So it's more of a issues with the system kind of thing than anything that can be improved on your end, specifically.
All I can say is I'm trying over here, and you all probably have noticed by now, I'm doing a lot of my own stuff with the rolls.
Yeah.
I would love to get the new system done, but right now, Caldarius has kind of disappeared from the community. I know he's been sick, but even before that, he's kind of vanished on me, so I'm only one person able to work on this.
Okay.
I need help.
Yeah.
Argus, something you liked, something you felt could have been improved, burning thought or idea.
So I loved that we finally got to finish the Pogo. I am so happy with it, and it's jank. And through the adventures, I'm definitely going to want to improve it. Burning thought or idea, this Polgo is like the meteorite now. It is going to be a piece of Argus forever. He's going to bring it with him and improve it.
Until it breaks.
Something that could be improved. I can't think of anything that could be improved, really. I just like the entire session, the urgency, the having to escape, the finding the moles again. It was awesome.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Burning
Also
thought or
getting
idea?
to Stealth Rock. Burning thought or idea, definitely. This Polgo is going to be a big thing. I'm going to make it a thing.
Fair enough.
Until it breaks.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna give it wheels.
Does anyone else need to be heading on out here in a moment?
I'm good.
Okay.
I can wait until the end.
Then we'll start at the top. Zim, something you liked, something you felt could have been improved, burning thought or idea.
I mean, as far as what I liked, you definitely outdid yourself here. Did a lot of good urgency to everything. To improve on the session and such. Well, aside from what Jolene mentioned, nothing comes to mind.
Okay.
Burning thought. Just curious what's waiting us at the Oran Groves if we can find our way there.
Good question. All I know is I finally get to make the next map. Alrighty. Arzadeu, something you liked, something you felt could have been improved, burning thought or idea.
Nothing that was already said. Everything I want to say is already said, so
Okay. On all three?
all three.
Alrighty.
You enjoyed the Polgo too? Sorry.
Seda, something you liked, something you felt could have been improved, burning thought or idea.
I think this is one of your best sessions.
Yay.
If Ethan dies, though, I hate you.
Okay, I'm used to it.
Just because we go from one very high action beat very logically into another, and I appreciate that you kind of did apply that logic of, hey, we left the house, things are not going to stand still. I loved the hour that you gave us. I don't know if that was partially due to the role that I did or not, but I loved the hour we had because I think it allowed everyone to kind of do their own work on their own strength. I really like, Argus got, his chance to shine with the Polgo, and a lot of us were on support on that front. And there was a lot of wonderful flexibility. Like, it didn't feel like it was just high stakes and we're just being pulled all along the raid, but it kind of felt like we were surfing it. Like, there was building tension, but we could guide how we were going along that tension there, and I really, really loved that. Because if it felt dynamic. If something wasn't quite going, we could adjust. It wasn't just, oh, well, hey, it's going to spiral out of control now. I loved how you balanced the tension on the session and how we were able to interact with it and ultimately get to where we have ended the session.
Yay.
I really love that you actually had Doc mention the bigger Polgo. That would have brightened Argus's day, even with all this happening, because it means he's being useful finally.
And just to jump on that, like, I felt like this was us really working as a team to realize that, hey, we need to get out of here. We need to make sure that Ethan has his best possible chances, and we all get out of here in one piece. And we had a lot to do, and it was a lot of fun. So no, I think this is one of your best sessions so far.
I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Burning thought or idea?
For the improvement, less Ethan hurting.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
was
if
it really?
Ethan dies, you're dead.
It's like, was it really necessary to put 2 cuts on his liver? One was enough. But yeah, I think, there's obviously the larger discussions about just, I think the flow of the combat and the mechanics, but I think we were getting, a handle of, like, the mechanics again at the end. I think we had a lot of non-combat in between the last 2 combats, so maybe a little bit more balance where, it's maybe these 1 or 2 sessions ones, just so that we don't get rusty on those mechanics, even though they probably will change. But, relatively minor, because it didn't really impact my enjoyment of the session. Burning question or idea. Do we leave the oven on?
Yes.
I mean, honestly, it's just, where to next? Like, obviously, the primary focus that a lot of us are going to be on is, if Ethan's outcome is going to be positive. I hope that everything that we've done this session gives us the best chances of it being a positive outcome. And it's a exciting but unknown future ahead of us for the next session, because we're going out in the middle of darkness. Are we going to be able to fight Oran Grove at all, or are we just going to, run to someone else? Will they be friendly? Will they be enemy? Did we leave any stone unturned in the house? What about Marinez? All these lingering plot threads that are still on the sideline, but relatively unimportant for we gotta survive, we gotta make sure Ethan and all of us are okay. I
think
freaking love
that's
this
all-
session.
I think that was all very well put. Thank you. For me as a DM, my goals for this session was to encourage teamwork and to allow for obviously logical progression. I wanted to see a little bit more combat, so that way, because I know it had been a while since you all had combat. And I wanted to also give you all that kind of dynamicism to encourage choice making. In which case, it seems like you all have made your choice. So I look forward to seeing how things continue to progress here. I've got some fun things planned out for all of you, and we'll see what the next session holds. To all my players, thank you for coming on in. Thank you for playing the game. I'm glad that you all had fun. At least that's what it sounds like. To the audience, thank you for watching. I hope you all also had fun watching this episode. And yeah, just like I said, we've got plenty of fun things planned for our Starlight Expedition members here, including silver twisted teeth. You all know what I'm talking about once it pops up.
You mean
Alrighty.
the fortune?
No. Oh yeah,
the
it's
fortune
related. It's
mentioned.
related to the fortune. It's related to the fortune.
Okay.
I thought you meant a different fortune. But anyway, this is Rygon signing off. I'll see you all next time. And go do your outro, Zim.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today for the Starlight Expedition's Pokerole, our Pokemon Mystery Dungeon tabletop campaign. Do make sure that you check the links down in the description below where you can find the channels for the various streamers that are part of this group. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. It is because of your support that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. I really cannot do these without your guys' help and support. Whether you're coming by and hanging out or supporting financially, both are very much appreciated. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Do consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by simply sharing the stream around. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye.
Yeah, you all can say bye now.
Take care.
All right. And now we're entering into the after session.